Police Quest 3. Let's do this. All right. How does that move every time? I never touch it. Let's see. SCIDHUV. I don't know what the DIHUV stands for. I should probably look that up. Hi, Surrounded, and welcome Yarutaro, and KZBet. Sorry while I size this. I need to see so I know where I'm at. Sorry. All laggy. There we go. Police Quest 3. Scabat. Or restore a game, actually. New partner. All right. We just got a partner with the lady who, as KZadbat mentioned, refused to not take to jail. Hey. Comedians in cars getting soft locked. That's right, Chatillers. Chatillers? I'm so bad with names. Don't worry, your lady will pull through. Well, she's not terrible. Honestly, I thought we should take the lady to jail too. I guess it's just not policy. If you weren't here last time, we're the supervisor. We're like a sergeant, a lieutenant sergeant. Is that what it's called? Sergeant something. Anyway, we're just looked it up. SCID Hub stands for Sierra Computer Interactive. That part I knew, but development for high resolution user visuals. Yeah, the SCI phase. Yeah. I see. Maxilla, welcome in. They're offering a reward for witnesses to those 20 people being trampled to death. Anyway, I don't know what he's talking about. He's just reading the paper over there. Who is that anyway? What was I saying? Oh yeah, this she was pulling over a pregnant lady, and the pregnant lady refused to sign the ticket. And when you sign the ticket, you're essentially saying, "Hey, don't arrest me for breaking the law. I'll show up in court, I promise." And but it's the EGA SCI games were SCHIDOV. Oh. I remember having to type it for when I was a kid. I think for one of the games. I don't know if it was EcoQuest or one of the Quest for Glories. But I back then I remember wondering what that was. Officer Hanks is a soft featured but hardly soft spoken. Not soft spoken. Okay, so I think we need to go. The files are locked. Interesting. I guess we use the computer. No, don't do that. Not the phone. I don't want the phone. I don't want the. Okay, there we go. Computer! There we go. Apparently, I don't know how to work a computer. Which, if you watch the stream, it seems fairly accurate. Look at that. It's got a card to put in. Now, wait a minute. Did they have chips then on the cards? Because it looked like it was magnetic stripe, which is fair, but it didn't go all the way in, which makes me want. I guess you could partially. Homicide. We have some case numbers. I'm gonna look up this one. He said it was a stabbing, but I don't know that he said it was a murder. So I guess we should check it. It's 199. This is not our wife's case. This is our wife has been stabbed. Oh. Review case. Your case number. There we go. Did I hit serial? I must have hit the wrong number. So it's 199137. There we go. If only you'd known about choice and how to use it in a batch file like I learned when I was 20. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I just used the DOS commands when we still had DOS. I was pretty young when we didn't have like even Windows 3.1. When we got Windows, I just started clicking stuff. All right, Clifford Jones. WM. Oh, white male Caucasian. There we go. I was like, I don't know what WM is. But when I saw cause, I understood. DOB, its date of birth, was 3/15/35. So even in this game, that's like a 56, 55. This was 1980. Is this 1990 or 1989? I forget. But so it's 55 or so. 6 foot, 190 pounds. Yeah, that's a more reasonable. A lot of people in this have been like really, tall and like 120. Like what? Location was at 280 West Palm, Layton, USA. That's here. Suspect none. Happened on, yeah, so it's the 90s. This guy got stabbed when he was like, oh gosh, it's 8 days after the guy's birthday. Uber kitten. I hope my blood type doesn't say I'm a negative. I don't think I've gotten to blood type. Oh yeah, a neg. Yeah. What is my blood type? I think it's I think it's positive, and I think it's B. I think I'm B positive. That's a good one. I'm B positive. Good advice for life. Not the worst blood type. What was I doing? O negative's like not. There's no bad blood type, but O negative's like good because everybody could use it, but then like you can only use it, so it's sort of O positive, huh? Let's see, where was I? Time. He got stabbed 5:30, 8 days after his 55th birthday. He's investigated by John Childs. It's Clifford Jones. Well, Cliff. Lacerated heart and liver due to multiple stab wounds. Jeepers. That's serious business. Getting to the heart. Gotta go through all the bones and stuff. Puncture wounds measuring 6 inches by 1.5 inches indicate the weapon being a dagger. Hair clutched in victim's hand. Wait, can you test hair for blood type, or is it blood type of his blood? Blood analysis type A negative. Incisions in the shape of a pentagram were located in the lower left quadrant of the torso. Yeah, I'm going to read that after this, in case I bet. Pentagram. Okay, the pentagram was carved after death. The suspects, during the process of a burglary, were interrupted by the victim. A struggle ensued, and the victim was murdered. Motive: burglary. Sorry, the pentagram situation makes me feel like this is not a murder of surprise, or I don't know what's it called. When someone interrupts you doing something illegal and you murder them so that you don't get caught. I don't know if that has a special name, because that's a little different than going out to find someone to kill them. Still bad. Don't do any of it. If the hair root's there, you can test blood type. I knew you could get some DNA. I didn't know how well it worked with the root, but I didn't know you could get blood type. I guess if you can get DNA, but this is the 90s. They were doing DNA for sure, right, by then, but I don't know how like refined it was as far as now you can get like probabilities of features, I think, from DNA, right? Uh with choice, this is case Ed, but talking about old DOS stuff. MS-DOS 5.0, it would exit out with an error level determined by the choice you gave out of what's presented. Then you use an if error level batch command to send the batch file execution to a labeled spot, which then runs whatever you typed out to run. Oh, so you used it like as a hotkey thing, so that it knew what you were talking about, and you just type stuff in, and it would go find it as long as you were in that batch file. That's pretty awesome. It's like a personal user interface. Very good. Ah, So in some states, killing someone because they caught you in the act of a crime gets you a harsher sentence than if you sought someone not to kill. That kind of makes sense because you would want to deter people from killing people just because they caught them doing a crime. Like, because that doesn't seem like a good. You don't want to incentivize such a thing. You don't want to incentivize any of it, but you don't want to make it the optimal choice. Interesting. Felony murder had a death penalty in Mississippi, whereas first degree was only life. I guess that, I don't know. I'm trying to decide if I think that makes sense or not. Having a harsher one, not the death penalty. I'm not going to get into that. I'll catch up with you later, Sonny. Yes. So I know there was a filing cabinet in our office, but we were in traffic, so I don't know if it would have. Wait. You know what? I learned something once about homicide by talking to a homicide detective. They don't actually just do murders. So I'm guessing that homicide has the file for the stabbing, even though it was only attempted. I think I was blinded by the word and not thinking about the department. So I should have looked up my wife's case number here. That's what I was looking for, by the way. Is my wife's case as well. Review case. Her case number is 199144. So it's what? It's 7 cases after Clifford's. Not necessarily stabbings, just well, that means there should be a 138, right? Let's see what that is. Maybe it's closed and so it won't show up or something. Invalid entry. Yeah, interesting. I wonder if all the ones between Clifford and my wife's are not in here. 144 is hers. Wife, of course, Sweet Cheeks Marie from the first 2 games. We got married, got a house. She got stabbed. Yep, see, Bonds. Mary Bonds, white female, date of birth 3/15/55. She's about 30. Wait, her birthday's the same as his. I found my first clue. Same birthday. If it's a cult, the back of the box says this is a cult doing some sort of murders. That may be relevant. 3/15. Peculiar. That seems very unlikely, right? Yeah, the one I talked to did even more than just attempted or murder or like even violent, like I guess the department is more broad than it sounds. Marie's 5'7", 110 pounds. Oh wait, this is in 91. Wow, so this is 7 case numbers later, but a whole year later because it is 330 again. No, what was the other one? If it was, I said it was 8 days, so it must have been 10. Wait, what? 8 days, yeah, 328. So it's a couple. It's very near around the same time. 91 a year later. The time is exactly the same, 5:30. I'm the investigator, although I don't know that that's true. I kind of broke down and rode in an ambulance. I didn't really investigate a lot. I did find that medallion with the bronze star. Happened at East Rose, the mall, 341. Victim in a coma with multiple stab wounds, punctures measuring 6 by 1.5. That's a clue, I guess. That's the same dagger. Evidence and analysis. Suspects were frightened off during the attempt on the victim's life. Motive robbery. Yeah, well, they were actually doing other crimes even that had nothing to do with life, like non-life threatening stuff, which I found surprising. I'm trying to think about evidence. I don't know where the evidence room is. But yeah, that would make sense. 20 somethings, yeah. because I have some evidence, but I haven't had it analyzed. I need to find out where that is. Maybe it's on the first floor. We didn't poke around there a ton, but it just seemed to have 2 bathrooms and a closet with batteries. Maybe we go to the jail. There is a lock up there, but that doesn't seem right. I don't know. We'll have to explore more. Maybe I'll show it to the other investigator. Yeah. That's fair, Kized, but although it was a rather large town or city, I was trying to decide how I could say that without being a little doxy, but I decided not to. But it may also be that they just didn't think up a different name and just threw everyone in the same bin. Anyway. All right, Marie got stabbed at the mall. That we already knew. Oh, there was more for more evidence and analysis. I don't know. Let me try to hand this to the lady here and see if. Wonder what's under tools. Oh, darn it. Hold on, we're going back to the computer. Sorry it's so quiet. There's a nice computer starting noise. That's a realistic sound, says the back of the box. Drawing composite, city map. Plot crimes. Oh, that's interesting. Why would I want to do that? Well, darn. We're going to have to open those back up. Captain Clever, welcome in. We're playing Police Quest 3. We just kind of got to the main part. Marie just got stabbed. This is a blind playthrough. Welcome in. What were you up to, Captain Clever? What were you playing? Let me give you a shout out. Bam. That didn't work because I don't have a bot. I need to use a slash command. Welcome in, Cooler SK, Mr. Quackums, and Mac. How are y'all doing? What was I doing? I was trying to investigate a crime here. Yeah, so our wife just got stabbed. Marie, if you know anything about Police Quest, you probably already know that. Commander Keen speedruns. It's the opposite of this. Yeah, retro, good enough. Sorry, we're in the computer, so it's a little quiet now. There is sound normally. So we were given 2 case numbers. And I need to write down the addresses they happen because I just found out there's a map plotting tool. So this is at 280 West Palm. So this is Clifford Jones. It's a 55-year-old. He was stabbed in 8 days after his birthday, which is upsetting. Commander Keen's awesome. I played that when I was a kid, but I haven't gone back and played that recently. So that's fun. Let's do a different case. This is our wife's case. 199144. And I think that was Rose Street. So I'll write that down. Yeah, East Rose 341. All right, here we go. 341 East Rose. Quit that. Plotting crimes was a bad thing, Mysterious Festa. That's true. Plotting crimes is a bad thing. But in this case, I'm not sure why we're plotting the map. I did play a game, was it Blue Force? Where you had to plot on a map. So it's probably something like that. Plot crimes. All right. So we were looking at 200 Palm. Palm's up here. So if that's where it hits 380 is like about right there. This is West Palm. Yeah. Bam. There's one. And then 341 Rose. Rose is over here. And 34 East. So not quite halfway. There we go. Check pattern. Is that a pattern? I'm guessing not. That's interesting. I'm not sure what we're going to do with that. Maybe in Blue Force, it made a symbol. So I'm guessing something similar will happen here. Ah, you got to anticipate the criminals, so you plot imaginary crimes. We just got assigned a new partner who we first met on a traffic stop where she had pulled over a pregnant lady who refused to sign the ticket. And we were the traffic supervisor at the time. And we had to go handle that drama. So the introduction was that she's like, oh, real hard, but she's actually really nice. I don't know who to give this evidence to. In the first two games, I'm playing chronologically through all the Sierra games. I started with Mystery House, 1980, and I've played all the way up to 1991, Police Quest 3 now, and everything in between. We're going all the way to Gabriel Knight 3, so we'll be playing everything, even like the kind of vague, weird ones. Not Larry. I don't know if I could handle doing Larry games on stream. Most of these are blind playthroughs. So yeah. Sounds exhausting? Man, I tell you, I loved the really old ones. They were so bananas. Well, my favorites are the ones I played growing up. Quest for Glory. Those were not blind playthroughs. Very familiar with those games. Another game I probably skipped. That's true. There is one game very early that I absolutely skipped. That one's probably because it's not allowed to be streamed on Twitch. I don't know. I have not played it before. But by the title, I suspect it wouldn't be frowned upon. It would be frowned upon. I need more batteries. I have plenty of batteries. See, normally there's an evidence locker, but... And that's where you turn stuff in. So I'm not sure. Maybe the third floor, there's like all these computers and stuff. Maybe that's where we can turn things in. The guy up here is real yappy, though. His name's Mike. There he is. The lab tech doesn't have time to look at your stuff. It's evidence. I need it analyzed. Let's talk to him. The head technician, Mike Downs, stops his work and says, "Listen, Sarge, I'm a very busy person." Yes, so Police Quest 1, 2, and 3 is all Sonny Bonds, so it's been the same person in each game. Oh, he says he's very busy. Alright. My wife was stabbed, and I have evidence, but you're very busy. Yeah, and even in the first game, you meet Marie, who you end up marrying. She's actually part of the crime. I think she was an informant buying drugs for the police station, and she gets... In the second one, she gets kidnapped because of that by the same bad guy in the first game. We killed him in the second game, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I think we shot him, if I remember correctly, while we're down in the sewers rescuing Marie. So... The criminal this time is presumably a different person, but we're still the same police officer. And this is Jim Walls, creator of Police Quest. He yells at you if you die. That's from Police Quest 2. I didn't cap his image from this one yet. Maybe I go in here. I've never been in there. Ah, okay, here we go. I bet this is evidence. Yes! Thank goodness. I've been looking for this. Wait. I want to write down a number first. Serial number 09987 on the bronze star we found at the crime scene where our wife was stabbed. What case number, Sonny? Ah, it's my wife. So 199144. Name? Marie Bonds. Yeah, so we just finished with King's Quest V, which you asked about favorites. That has been my least favorite. Scene of attack, mall parking lots where we found it. Sorry, we're sort of giving the info. And disposition, underneath the car. Oh, secure as evidence. Never mind. I don't know what disposition means. It had the word position in it. I see what they meant now, though. Like, what do we want to do with it? If you haven't got anything for me, Bonds, do you mind clearing a path for officers that do? Wow, everyone is so rude. But King's Quest V was probably my least favorite game so far, and that's including the old high-res adventures, just because it was a very hostile game to the player. Like, if you look in this, I can look at this, and it's like the lockers are for storing your weapons for entering the jail. This car that has nothing to do with much of anything. It's unmarked department car for non-uniform. Marked patrol car. I guess it does now. We were uniformed. I guess we're ununiformed now. Underground garage at Lytton County's police department. There's like a sign over here. Lytton County Police Department. Automatic doors. Light switch for the garage. In King's Quest V, you could look at maybe 2 things per screen, and their descriptions were mild. I don't really know what we're supposed to do at the moment. Yeah, we managed through with only minimal assistance. So I do look up, we look at magazines from like the contemporary era, and so sometimes we'll get clues from those. I try not to get any help from chat, although if I'm stuck for like an hour or two, I might ask if I'm soft locked. And every once in a while we get a hint, either intentionally or accidentally. We're not super strict. If someone like just sat there and typed out exactly what to do, I would be like, dang. But, you know, I just assumed no one's doing that on purpose. Because people like to help, and that's go. Oh, but if you don't know what I'm doing, like if you have no idea about the game or anything, feel free to guess. I'm very happy with that. I kind of like it to be like when I was a kid playing with my brother, and we just shout out what we think should be done next. So that's totally fair, as long as you don't actually know the answer. But yeah, it's fun. We did already look at the manual for this. It's down in the corner because it has a map of the place, which you kind of need. It's like a little bit minor copyright protection. It's very hard to do without the map. Although it looks like you could go to that computer and use it as your map and kind of memorize the names from there. So it's not impossible. Maxilla dang? Oh, dang. Yeah. In response to getting spoiled, right? So I'm trying to go to Rose, and I missed the turn. This is the driving, probably noticed. It's kind of, So she was in the 300 block. All right, so we need to pass. Yeah, but she was in the 300 block east, so it's like right here, right? Where my hand is. You learned that kind of language for me? I'm so sorry. We do. Yeah, I picked those up. We had left our handcuffs in lockup on accident. And we got a little mini soft lock from some random events, which do apparently occur. When you're patrolling on the highway, you get a little bit of random who you pull over. And one of them you have to arrest for drunk driving, but we didn't have our cuffs. So we had to restore from there. I keep track of my deaths, but it is real. Like sometimes I forget. So it's like plus or minus 10%, 20%, right? By the end. It's usually in the, I don't know, 30s or 40s for games like this. So can I stop and get out here? Because this is about right. It didn't pop up that the mall was here. No reason to get out of your car. Turn the car back on. Maybe it's one more block over. It's 341 east, so where's the middle? East starts here, 100, 200. Yeah, I thought it would have been there. Oh, wait, nope, there it is, there it is, there it is. There. Stop the car. Oh, no. You can't turn around, so I'm really hoping we're close enough to the mall. No! We're gonna have to do a little loop around the block here. Oh no. Never mind, I had a pull-in. Some of the places have pull-ins, some you just stop on the side of the road. I guess we should go back to the police station then. I'm not sure what we're doing. We're going 80 on the side street. It's probably not good. I did not stop, but I'm sure it's fine. So Twitch's rules, ESRB adults only rated games are all banned along with a selection of games that lack an ESRB rating. Oh, you named the game. Yeah, that's the game we definitely didn't play. It's not rated or listed on prohibited games. Yeah, I can't imagine. I don't know how graphic that game is, but by the name, it sounds like it's probably not. Anyway, if I can't play the Larry's games without, blushing the entire stream, I doubt I could handle that. Honestly, some of Codename Iceman was got a little spicy. Oh, it really is just an early version of Larry 1, so text instead of graphics. So that's not too bad. I did play Larry 1 when I was younger. Probably not the best game for a kid, but it's really, it's kind of, it's not like horrifying. I couldn't do it on stream, but much worse exists these days. Anyway, driving is probably like, I don't know, the worst in this game so far of the police quests. I do think this is worse than Police Quest 1, which is not anyone's favorite probably. And Police Quest 2 just sort of worked. You didn't really have to drive exactly, if I remember correctly. They're on the prohibited list for very good reason. Yeah, I haven't ever looked at it, but Captain Clever, you can, but I think only on the freeway where other cars will spawn, and usually when they spawn, they're doing something illegal. But in theory, you could, when someone's speeding, you have to chase them down, and if you didn't slow down when you got behind them, you could just crash into them, I believe. You can definitely run off the road on accident, or take a turn too fast, or go off the edge by just not stopping at a stop sign at all. I know I kind of rolled through that one, but I'll catch up with you. Gotta run to my car. Okay. Maybe I go talk to the criminal psychologist. Because when we talked to him the first time, he was kind of unimpressed because we didn't have any details of the crime, but we've read both of the reports this time. The radio tunes are very chill. Oh, not the third floor. What am I doing? We're on the second floor. Look at all those people on their computers. It's like NASA back there. I'm surprised the Light and Police Force has all that going on. This is the second game without a text parser. I miss the text parser. I think I really like the text parser. Bruce Spaghetti, yes we are. Got through King's Quest. Actually, we played King's Quest 5 twice. I played it on the NES after I beat it on the DOS version. Because it was, it's pretty quick once you've just beaten it and know everything. It was fun. There's a Newton's Cradle. Let's talk to him about this case. Excuse me, Dr. Ames. I'm tracking a suspected serial killer. Think you can help me putting together a psychological profile on him? Where's your documentation? I can't diagnose thin air. Okay. Are you daft? Keep your hands off, Sergeant. Okay, we need the physical files then. There's no text parsers ever again, right, Maxilla? What was this room? Do we ever know? The Vice. Vice is locked. Yeah, I knew there wouldn't be. I knew that there would be a time where all the text parsers have gone away. And I guess it is that time. hear all the reports getting typed away here. So I still can't get in there, huh? Can I talk to him? Who would have the key? This looks like an important desk. You interrupt Earl's reading. I didn't mean to skip what I said. There's a good article in here about the newspaper helping another department find a witness to a shooting. Okay. Well, that gives me something to do. That's a clue and a half. Oh, darn it. Hold on. I have a business card for a reporter. 0707. All right. 555 0707. Lighten Daily News. You identify yourself and describe Marie's attack and request help from the paper in locating a witness. Yes, sir, officer. We'll get to that in the very next edition. And good luck, sir. All right. Ooh, the Crimson Diamond. Uh-oh. I'll write this down. Because after I finish all the Sierra ones, I was going to do LucasArts and then just sort of go doing modern, old, just anything in between. They're offering a reward for the witnesses to those 20 people being trampled to death. Jeez, and think I missed all the fun. I think Officer, what's his name? Hanks is a little crazy. Messing with Captain Tate could get you fired. Messages are public. Leave them up. Can I read them? Rarely do you find anything of interest on the bulletin board. The graph on the wall charts homicides for the past 3 years. Like inflation, the crime rates rise steadily. The bookcase has old paperbacks and phone books in it. Nothing interests you. The file cabinet belongs to the captain. He always keeps it locked. I see. Your desk is near the filing cabinet. Can I print these reports? We gotta use our access card here for the computer. Homicide. Review case. 199137. Yeah, Captain Clever. And it was very, going through all the games was kind of hard, but I don't know, something about it was fun. I felt like I could do more, even though almost always I was met with a no. It's still, it could be anything. You're just always guessing. And these, you have to be led a little more carefully with the clues they give you. Especially when it comes to pixel hunt. Sometimes they're not as good at that. King's Quest V had a lot of that sort of happening with bad descriptions. It let you dream. That's right, Bruce Sketty. There was always hope that doing something insane might work. Even if it never did. Yeah, every once in a while it did. Rarely. Yeah, it doesn't look like I can print this. Let's look up. I should have just done review case. Let's look up hers now that we turned in that evidence. Maybe there's like information. I don't know why I have to keep looking up 144. I think I'd remember that. How often did he chastise you for swearing? A couple of them definitely did. Sometimes they'd be very like, oh yeah, military bronze medal found under victim's car, serial number 09987. All right. So it knows that. That reminds me, I have more evidence, I guess. I should probably go turn that in. It's funny. I keep looking for the walking thing while I'm sitting down, but you don't have it. You have to use your hand to get up from the desk. So on Fridays, I do NES games. So I have a list of 5 games I've rented. Both of my stream setups are pretend that I'm a kid and doing what I used to do. And so those games stay on the list till I beat them. A lot of them are blind NES games, and you can change the game if you want to watch something different. Choose from the list of the 5. Oh, dang it. I keep thinking evidence is over here because of the first game, or the second game, but it's not. I do love being a kid. I know, it was fun. Currently, our list of NES games are Metal Gear, Metroid, Rambo, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, and Monopoly. So I think currently selected right now is Metroid. So ground floor. Oh, Captain Clever. Yeah. Immediately after beating it, I loaded it up just to look at it and ended up beating it that same stream that I finished the PC version. It was very interesting to play. But yeah, I played through that real fast after getting through. I wasn't expecting to, but it kind of just went so quick having known everything. Play with power. What's the case number, Sonny? Hold on one sec. All right, we're going to be playing with power in a second. We got a magazine to look at. Maybe it'll give us some hot tips. Name, Marie Bonds. Description of evidence, broken neck chain. Location found, clutched in victim's right hand. Disposition, secure as evidence. Guess it's time to call it a day before you close out your shift. Head over to the hospital to see Marie. Okay. That's all I was supposed to do here. It's 1422. I'm just going to save. See Marie. And then open the menu to keep it paused because you definitely can lose for just sitting around. And then we'll check out. Here's the manual. I'm going to swap this over to the magazine we'll be looking at, and I'll resize it so it looks okay in a second. Let's just get this sort of in the right spot. So our magazine today is Interaction. 1991 fall. Let's make this a sensible size. Premiere issue, it says. Whoa, that's too small. That's too small. It's too big. That's just right. All right, excellent. So, well, it's going to be double page in a second, so we'll just do this for now. Yeah, this is Interaction, 1991 fall. The magazine of interactive entertainment. Free games, computer, game, comic books. How exciting. What else we got? Play Robin Hood, win a trip to England. New video capture game technology. That's actually where this game is. I think this is the feature that talks about Police Quest 3 is the video game capture technology. Surrounded, do you remember Interaction? Yeah, I don't think I ever had one, but the name sounds familiar. I may have seen it. Is it a US? Yeah, it is US. So I may have seen it in the newsstands, but I don't think I ever bought one. Inside the nation's first game network, multimedia standards for the 90s, and then a terrifying drawing. Ooh, that's look, it's Sir Graham right here. Pretty sure that's who that is. There's a dolphin. I don't know if that's maybe EcoQuest. Are these all Sierra? There's Mother Goose. I feel like this is definitely Graham, Mother Goose, Space Quest. I don't know what the dragon's from. Multimedia, yeah. Games to get you moving is the special report in this issue. All right, let's go to the next page, and I'll have to. Oof. The Sierra Network. Did anyone else have the Sierra Network? I gotta zoom in on this. Hold on. It's always the exciting part. Wow. This must be massive. How many pages is this magazine? Because it just lagged out so bad. Hopefully the stream's okay. I apologize. Yeah, it lagged when I zoomed, so I was like, that's going to zoom way too much. Oh my gosh. By the way, I'm on a computer that is ancient, so bear with me ever so slightly. It's taking commands from like ages ago. All right, here we go. We'll just stretch it a little. Usually we do Nintendo Power, which is like a reasonably sized magazine. Some of these old gaming magazines are massive, like hundreds of pages. Anyway, your last chance to try the Sierra Network free. Here's our features. I'm not going to read all these. They're kind of small. One of my favorite things is letters to the editor because they're always very, very silly. Oh, Interaction's just a CRM marketing tool. Oh, look, you're right. This is all publisher Ken Williams. I didn't know that. I had no idea I was grabbing a Sierra magazine. Ha! There's Ken looking ominously dangerous. A view from the inside. My goodness. All right, well, this should be... Mr. Quackums, thank you so much for the follow. This should be real great. Ooh, I had Prodigy too. Did anyone have Prodigy? Look at Ken. That's Macaw. Yeah, that's Macaw's Ken. Okay, I was like, that looks familiar. You like it even more now? Excellent. But yeah, I liked Prodigy a lot. I think Prodigy was like, it had the worst games that I remember playing. Before Prodigy, we had something, but I don't remember what it was. I don't think I really understood how to work the whatever we had for the internet before that. Oh, here's correspondence. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Let's read some letters. We often like to read these and see if we think these were actually written by readers or if they were maybe written by an editor who needed to fill some space. When will we see the CD? I read with interest your recent article on the multimedia revision of King's Quest V. We did play the CD version, by the way. But wasn't the game supposed to have been available almost a year ago? It seems like every time I see it listed anywhere, it's always due next month. Will this game ever be out so that I can buy it? JR, Cincinnati, Ohio. Good question, Jennifer. Okay, they like anonymized the, anonymized, is that a word? The JR. And it's good question, Jennifer. It seems like a lot of other machine owners are equally eager to get their hands on this much reported multimedia experience. We asked Sierra spokesman VP John Williams to ante up an explanation, and he had this to say. We totally underestimated the time, resources, and patience that would be required to produce this multimedia product when we originally set shipping schedules for the game. Our schedule mistakes, combined with early confusion about what CD standards to support, caused serious delays. At this point, the product looks good and is processing through the final QA cycle. Any version that goes into testing could be the last. Yes, it sounds like the KQ5 multimedia release will be next month to us yet again. Jennifer. Yeah, JR. That's right. Captain Club. Oh, and that reminds me here. Let me turn on something so that it's not deathly silent as we browse this. There's an IBM PS2 made for every student body. We had Macs at my school growing up. Really early, we had some DOS machines, like real early, with like, you know, CGA screens and stuff. But then we went to Macs for as far as I can remember. I always had DOS at home though. Man, this is like the 5th page of, so every magazine has like a from the editor section, but this one from Ken Williams is like 6 pages long. It's usually just 1 page. Pro Sound Blaster. I also like the ads, although this one's a little underwhelming. Getting your minds moving. A look at Sierra's, okay, this is all Sierra. Well, this is a good magazine for this stream, I guess. Sierra's newest product line for young gamers. Mixed Up Mother Goose, one of the charming sequences. Beauty and the Beast sequence from Mixed Up Fairy Tales. Challenging Puzzle from Castle of Dr. Brain. That's another one we will play. We did play Mixed Up Mother Goose, but we played the original old version. We won't play the remake probably. We will play Mixed Up Fairy Tales. That's actually coming up pretty quick. I think after Space Quest 4. Castle of Dr. Brain soon after that will be coming up. And then I'm very excited. I played this a lot as a kid. Eco Quest. That's about 3 or 4 games down the line because we got some... there's some games I haven't heard of coming up. Why do children spend so many hours watching TV? This is a question you often hear from concerned parents and teachers. The answer is simple. Because the world of TV is one of color, fun, and adventure. Almost like a multimedia experience from Sierra. No, it doesn't say that. It's an escape for the child's everyday world. Sort of a vacation. Who wouldn't want that? But many are concerned about passive nature of TV watching. It isn't just stimulating. It just isn't stimulating to the child's mind. Well, what if there was something else a child could be doing? Something with equal color, sound, and fantasy, but this time the child could jump right through the screen and into the action. Better yet, what if the child could actually learn something while having fun? Did we learn anything during Mixed Up Mother Goose? Anyone just throw that out there and let me know. Better yet, what if the child could actually learn something while having fun? The term is interactive gaming, and it stands for a whole new dimension in entertainment. Another dimension? Does that make these 4D adventure games? In all of the Sierra documentation, they like go on and on. Nursery rhymes. Thanks, Captain Clever. You worked on EcoQuest. Thanks, Child 666. Oh my goodness. I thought it was so good as a kid. I really liked it. Something about like an adventure game in modern times. I really liked Willy Beamish EcoQuest. Like it just felt, it's kind of like what they just said. I mean, I was poking fun at their stimulating interactive 3D adventures, but they really were fun when they had like a setting that felt familiar, like EcoQuest does. And of course, you go underwater. That's like the fantasy element. But where you start out is just sort of a house, office kind of research thing. Yeah. So those were my, some of my favorites as a kid is when they were set in a more modern time, but still the Sierra point and click adventures, or LucasArts Maniac Mansion. I really liked, especially Day of the Tentacle. What am I looking at? The Pizza of Dr. Brain. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to read this. Looks like it's a find out what pizzas people want or something based on your clues here. Oh, you like Dr. Brains? Yeah, I like those as well. Nova 9. Star Trek 25th anniversary. We played that for the NES. So we've beat that one. Willy Beamish. I was just talking about that. I liked Willy Beamish a lot. I had it on Sega CD, if you can imagine. Never beat it. What does it take to turn 30 children into 30 pianists in 30 days? Miracle. Miracle piano teaching. That's one game I haven't played for the NES. Oh, they always have the Hoyle. The Hoyle. I keep wanting to say companion. That's not companion. It's like anthology game things. Hoyle. That's right. I only had Sewer Shark, Willy Beamish, and one other game. Sewer Shark I played so much of, and I don't know if there's ever a level past the first level, because I have played, I must be hundreds of hours of Sewer Shark trying to get past. I never wrote anything down. I bet if I'd written down the directions in the trial and error, but I wanted to really like that game as a kid, so I tried, but I never could figure out where to go. It sort of reminds me of like Dragon's Quest in the sense that the gaming is pushing a direction when something on the screen happens, but it's a little more, more video-like. Very interesting game. I need to go back and try it. I haven't played it since I was a kid. Oh, that's really awesome, Inkschild. That's really cool. Yeah, I grew up playing Quest for Glory, Dr. Brain, EcoQuest, and I've always loved the games. And I know a lot of people crap on them for being like not handholdy and a little hostile sometimes, but I think that is a good thing. I think it teaches you patience in a way. That's really cool. Laugher. Oh, here's some Larry. Maybe I'll feel up to playing through the Larrys we skipped. Some more Willy Beamish. So it's interesting. I guess they're paying for ads in the... Because Willy Beamish isn't Sierra, is it? Is it? I feel like I would know that. I don't know. I guess I should know, but You worked on Quest for Glory 4? I'll tell you, that would have been my favorite as a kid. Except for ours had that bug where you had to get the patch, and my brother patched it once, but I think I got a new computer, reinstalled it, and I never made it all the way through as a kid. I have since. I played through Quest for Glory like every year or so. Just not on just myself. But Dynamics, okay. Published by Sierra, gotcha. Okay. Because I don't think I have any of their stuff on my list. Maybe I'll do those after LucasArts. I don't think I'll ever run out of adventure games to be playing through on stream. But I adore Quest for Glory 4. It'd be my favorite if like I said, if I could have played it all the way through as a kid, but I think 2 is my favorite, Quest for Glory. I don't know why. There's something about being in the maze of the city in Shapier. Ooh, Robin Hood, that's coming up, I believe. Yeah, Conquest of the Longbow, yeah. That might be the one I was saying is between Dr. Brain and Fairy Tales on the list I have. So you could have won a trip to England. You play and complete Longbow, find 5 questions about the game. Oh, I see, on the entry form here. I thought it meant in the game, find 5 questions. I was kind of confused. So answer the questions. First prize will be randomly drawn correct entry. The first randomly drawn correct entry. Second and third will be the next 2,000 randomly drawn contestants. First prize is a trip to England for 2. Ooh, interesting. Just 2. So if you're a kid, I guess you just take 1 parent or your Grandpa Joe. Second prize is a free Sierra game, 500 to be given away. Third prize is a free Longbow t-shirt, 1,500 to be given away. The backstory of the Quest for Glory 4 bug is they're trying to get the game out by Christmas with a new interpreter. Not a good combo. Yeah, you're a programmer, but the issues were all system-wide. I remember you just had to change like 3 files to fix that. I know I finally got my brother to do it again, but at that point I think I'd gotten Quest for Glory 5, which I also loved as a kid. I'd waited for that to come out and I was so excited. It was one of the few things I actually mail ordered. So I was getting a package, which as a kid was also like the most exciting thing in the world. That's a big step down on second prize, for sure it is. Yeah, Bruce Spaghetti, Grandpa Joe. Everybody's favorite +1. And this looks cut off over here, but it's actually, that's what I'm seeing as well. So I think the scan is cut off, or maybe this was supposed to be scooted over in the original layout. I'm not sure. Clear and free. Call for help. Heart of China. Huh. Best graphics of the year. Visually, this game is the best game of 1991 in any genre. I don't know this one. This might be another... Reprinted with permission. Copyright 1991. I'm trying to see who makes this. Off in Hong Kong, Asia, Indiana Jones. Now this is just all the story. Oh, I see. It's a review reprint from Questbusters. That's why it says... Okay, so they grabbed some other magazine and tossed it into theirs. Gotcha. A single bit flip made Tape 9 crash in Far Cry 2. It is Dynamics. Okay, cool. I'm going to flip back because you said it's under new features. Dynamics game development. Yes, there it is. All right, DGDS. I need to... Okay, I'm going to... How did I not know that? I'm just like a fan from like having grown up and looking into stuff as it comes to me, but I haven't really like dived deep into a lot of this. Roger Wilco. Looks like we got a comic book. We don't usually read the comics. Get online, get in touch. The Sierra BBS. I loved calling in the BBSs when I was really young. It was so cool. Multimedia comes home. I want my MPC. That's one that never caught on. MPC. Multimedia PC. One multimedia compact disc holds as much info as 400 or 500 high-density discs. 3.5. The computer industry in New York in October established multimedia standards. Gathered, sorry. Starsiege Tribes is also Dynamics and published by Sierra, you think? Dynamix! Sounds like, I don't know, either a cereal based on dinosaurs or maybe some dog food. Multimedia Madness. Sierra, sensational CD-ROM selection. I will say, one of my favorite things never mind. I won't say when. But when I was in school, one of my classes, I was like, me and my best friend were like the teacher's favorite, and we spent so many hours playing the CD-ROM version of Mixed Up Mother Goose. And you get the little golden eggs, I think, if I remember correctly, filled up, and they kind of pointing at them, but they're very small for y'all. It was so fun. I loved that game. Got to play that at school a lot. I actually played that before I ever played like something like Oregon Trail. Even it was the first CD-ROM I think I'd ever seen. It had one of the cradles, you know, where you put it into like a big case and then you push that into the computer. And yeah, that teacher was very like. She was always really up to date. I think that was her computer she brought to school. Go buy a CD-ROM drive so we can tell you stuff. And that's kind of crazy because we had like at my house, my dad did purchasing for where he worked, and he'd go to trade shows and come back with like samples of all sorts of new electronics. So I had laptops and stuff in the mid 80s. We had the internet. We had 2 phone lines for the internet in the 80s, or for BBS calling originally. So I was usually pretty up to date, but yeah, that teacher had a CD-ROM before we did. The case CD-ROM drives were wild. They really were. I never saw one after that one in person. Just the one she had. But I think. So what do we have? We have Mixed Up Mother Goose CD, Jones in the Fast Lane. That's another game I'd never heard of, but we're gonna play. I don't know what that's about. Looking at it here, it looks a little more like it might be like Donald Duck or Mickey Mouse, where it's sort of mini games. But I'm just basing that solely on him standing in the center, and there's looks to be a menu all around him of different houses to go to. But we'll find that out when we play it. Yeah, it says a real life computer board game. Okay, interesting. Let's see what that's about. Interstellar Combat in Dynamics arcade hit Stellar 7. And King's Quest V, we did play the CD version. We usually play the original version, but I thought it'd be interesting to have voices. Also, you guys should have been there. I had never heard the King's Quest V voices, so I was quite shocked to hear how some of them spoke. Particularly Cedric. Everyone's favorite owl. Space Quest 4. We'll be playing that next. I believe that's right after this. Police Quest 3. It's more like a bar game. Okay, Charcoal Dragon, yeah. Just a board game. Well, we'll run through it. These top 10 bestsellers. Larry, 5. King's Quest 5. Police Quest 3, that's us. Jesse Bain's brother. Oh no! Spoiler alert! The back of the box spoiled that Marie gets stabbed and is gonna be involved in some cult. And now, this magazine is spoiling me. Jesse Baines' brother is out for revenge, and the target is Sonny's wife. You gotta keep your cool and stick to police procedure, because one mistake could be fatal. But if you die, it won't be from boredom. Digitized live actors make this game frighteningly real. Check out Police Quest 3 video capture article on page 46. That's literally the next page. Roger Wilco, that's a Space Quest 4, of course, is number 4. Willie Beamish, number 5. A-10 Tank Killer, number 6. Leisure Suit Larry 1 is 7. Wow. That must be did they remake it? Yeah, it says Larry's back. So re-illustrated, yeah, okay. Rise of the Dragon on 8. Space Quest 1, it's number 9. And since that says Roger Wilco, that must be a remake as well, because he was not called that. He was called Routier when we played it. Red Baron. And Heart of China. Red Baron, was that on the network? Because I thought I played some plane game on the Sierra network when I had it. I don't remember if it was Red Baron or not. You worked on Space Quest 4 too. Oh, So sometimes when someone redeems Let's Read a Magazine, instead I have video. So I had the video of for Space Quest 3 from the video. What's it called? Was it called a video magazine Sierra put out? And I think it was like 90, maybe 89. I have two, but anyway, they cracked me up. Those were wild. My favorite though was the Gold Rush one. We played Gold Rush, not the game, but the video they put together for that. It was really fun. Cracked me up. I haven't played Space Quest 4 yet. That's coming up next, and I never played the Space Quests when I was a kid, so. Here we go. Lights, camera, interaction. Here's all the Police Quest scenes. We've seen most of these. We haven't seen this one on the far right, but I think we've seen every other one of these, because that's Marie getting stabbed. That's Jim telling us we're terrible and we've died or something, or been arrested or possibly suspended. That's Marie in the hospital. That's our criminal psychologist. We pulled this guy over for speed, and he was heading on his way to meet some lady, he said, but we gave him a ticket anyway. Yeah, so we just haven't seen this one. Looks like there's an APC, though, so I guess we're busted in here. 4 has the best soft lock ever. Every time I play a new Sierra game, someone says, oh yeah, this one has a really good soft lock. Y'all be happy to hear in Space Quest 1, I think it's 1, I obviously played that blind, and I got the probably soft lock everyone gets, where you don't sell the bike at the right moment so you don't get the jetpack. Spoiler alert, by the way, if you haven't played it. And I got so lucky because when I reloaded to go back, I reloaded before I left, and I grabbed the card you have to grab from the computer on accident while just trying to go to the next part because I'd forgotten what you have to do. So then I missed the soft lock where I don't have the tape at the end. I don't know if that soft locks you, but I assume I needed that. So yeah, correcting the jetpack got me another item I presumably needed. I was very lucky. Anyway, Sierra's video studio is located up on the hill from Sierra, hidden in a little warren of offices. You never guess the people inside are making game magic, from the shocking realism of Police Quest 3 to the warped humor of Space Quest 4. Sierra's using the very latest in video capture imaging to make the best games possible. The technology doesn't exist, they create it. I do like the, they're not, are they digitized? I guess they're digitized, not FMV. Yeah, that's the right word. It's pretty cool. You have to buy an adapter with a choice of 8 from no guidance. And F the game, and you pick the right one, and hope you save before you bought it. Well, now I'll know to save, I guess, but... Play 3/4 of the game again. Fair enough. I'll probably definitely save. I probably would have saved before that anyway, because we had a similar thing in... what is it? Ulysses and the Golden Fleece. They give you 7 coins and 8 items to buy. So you gotta work that one out. And I did get trapped with it. Of course, making your way back through even 3/4 of the Sierra game is not too bad if you've already figured everything out, usually. There are a few arcadey moments here and there where you... That's the most brutal one? I'll have to think. Some of the older ones didn't have as many soft locks like that, but I think Ulysses and the Golden Fleece is the only one that's here's some items to buy. Of course, it had the opposite. You're saying a 1 out of 8 chance. This had a 7 out of 8 chance to buy the right one. Because, well, hold on, whatever. You had 7 buys, so you're just lacking 1 item. So 1 out of 8 that you picked the wrong one, I guess. That you don't pick the right one. I don't know. You get what I'm saying. Oh, that was it? That was the whole article? I thought there'd be more. Press the game series number from the chart below before the voice message finishes, and you'll jump immediately to the game hints you want. Oh, interesting. So, zip through Sierra's 900 hint line. Oh, cool. So if you call in, you pick if you want King's Quest, Space Quest, Police Quest, Leisure Suit Larry, Manhunter, Quest for Glory, or Miscellaneous, Gold Rush, and Black Cauldron. And then you can pick the number, so... Here, we've actually beat here. I'm going to draw. So we have beat King's Quest 5 now, Space Quest 3, Police Quest 2, Noble Ares. We've beat all the Manhunters, obviously all the Quest for Glories, and we beat Black Cauldron and Gold Rush as well. That's really fun. Oh, you can only make progress every few weeks, so because you're using your uncle's PC. So when you had to replay it, making the wrong choice of the connector or adapter. Oh, yeah, that's trouble. That is brutal. Sorry, I just saw the Planetfall Station Fall. I'm not familiar with those. You're also a space janitor? Rise of the Dragon. Hints, hints, hints. Ooh, here's an ad for Police Quest 3. I really like this cover, by the way. Him tearing through. It's creepy. But it's funny, when I saw that, I was like, that looks like Jesse Payne's. Because we had just played 2 not too long ago. And so I guess we've just been spoiled. It's his brother. So fair enough. Oh, look at this. Oh, man, I would kill for this. Get this Police Quest Compact Patrol Light free when you order direct. That would be freaking awesome. There's so much swag in these games, like in the magazines where like they have stuff like this, t-shirts and other things. It's just like, oh, man. Love it. There's a Mixed Up Fairy Tales contest. Hidden in the next 2 pages are pieces of the Mixed Up Fairy Tale called Rosella's First Quest. Your mission, find the pieces, cut them out, photocopy it, put them in the proper order, and when you're done, send it to Fairy Tale Contest. 10 winners will be chosen and receive free Sierra software product of their choice. All winners are chosen at the discretion of Sierra. Yeah, it's void prohibited, blah, blah, blah. Legalese. Oh, they're just like in the wrong order, I guess. This is a little... So like, hello, Dragon, said Rosella. Have you seen my football? Yeah, I had it, but this lady with curly hair said it was evidence and ran off with it. Wait, that actually kind of fits. Rosella and her football lived happily ever after. That does not. That is until her father got terribly sick one day. Oh, that's the plot from 3. Wait, no, 4. Sorry. 3 is when you're Gwydion or Alexander. You're one of the dead bodies in Police Quest 3? Oh, wow. The guy in the car crash. That's incredible. I'm writing that down so that I can say it when we find it, whenever it may be. Say that is our friend Angstchild 666. Darren Dynamix, award-winning excellence. Any game. So there, no, that's kind of cool. You could buy a gift card for any Sierra game for $39.95. That's interesting because they, you know, I'm trying to think. There's not a lot of like get one free item gift cards, like, you know, like that, like where it could be a. I assume all the games are $39.95, but I bet some of those are cheaper. So it's kind of interesting. Here's a super sale, a Supra modem super sale, $88.88 for a 2400 Supra modem, and a Sierra Network sign-up kit and a $15 CompuServe credit. For the internal modems, $88.88, and external is $128.88. Some of the games were $50. Oh, interesting. So that could. Yeah, when I get it, I'll screenshot it. Oftentimes we'll screenshot stuff from the game and have it hang out on the stream in the lower corner, like where the map was earlier. I'll probably do that when we find Angstchild. The nation embraces TSN. I loved the Sierra Network. I didn't fully understand the charging, and I once got kind of, I don't want to say in trouble, because I think my dad realized that it was not fully explained to me what not to do, because I played it way too long one night. And that month we got a bill that was a little high, I'll say. I like to play boogers on this. It was like a 3-dimensional Connect 4, I guess. Isn't that what boogers was? If anyone remembers boogers. And I had a couple people I played with a lot, and you get a little mail if they sent you a thing. It was so exciting. I was experiencing the fun of You've Got Mail a few years before that started. or at least became prolific. There's some comics that look like they're maybe, yeah, cartoon drawing contest winners. Here, we'll read this one because it's kind of bigger. There's got a bear at a computer, and he's playing Quest for Glory, so you want to be a hero. It says, the Rangers keep relocating him, but he outwits them and sneaks back. And then outside they say, he won't give up till he gets past the great bear guarding the kobold's cave. Oh. And he I just realized he's wearing a prison sort of vest that says Yosemite number 12982. It's his serial number, I guess, as a bear prisoner. Colonel's Bequest. That was a fun game. Oops, there was a blurb about Police Quest. We have to read it. I'm so sorry. The most realistic and intense police quest yet. You're a detective, Sonny Bonds, investigating a series of terrifying murders. Someone's out for revenge, and the target is too close. You'll have to see how this doesn't spoil anything. You'll have to use brain skill and authentic police procedures. Digitized live actors make this game frighteningly real. Hand-painted graphics and 3D animation put you in the heat of the action. The searing soundtrack, composed by Jan Hammer of Miami Vice fame. Oh yeah, I love going through magazines on here. Like, I usually try to find one that has the game we're playing in it. Oh, there's Sunny. Wait. What is this? The characters like talking about games they like? The Bookworm investigates Sierra characters' favorite books. Oh, and that's the dragon in the front was the Bookworm. Okay. So Sunny's favorite book is The Maltese Falcon by Dashiell Hammett. What a plot! There's mystery, suspense, murder, deception. The bad guys are pretty smart, real clever. But the good guy is smart too. And guess what? He wins. I like that. Oops, I guess I shouldn't have given that away. That seems like Sunny. And then he says, hey, Wilco, that dime pod is double parked in a loading zone. Just chases him down to ticket him. Let's see what King Graham likes. Ivanhoe by Sir Walter Scott. Action, intrigue, adventure, and romance. Very inspiring. It's historically accurate with all kinds of fascinating information about knights in medieval world. Of course, you have to take it with a grain of salt. Whoever heard of a world with no dragons, unicorns, or magic? Jan Hammer, yeah. You're frightened by how real Police Quest 3 is, Bruce Spaghetti? Yeah, I'm glad, Child, that it's fun to see. Like, it's I'm glad I happened to have picked one. I usually just go on, Internet Archive and search for the game I'm playing and try to pick a magazine that looks kind of fun. I picked this based solely on it. It had Police Quest 3 written in it somewhere, and the cover looked kind of fun. Here's the rumor mill. Let's just read one rumor. Let's see. Heroes Quest. Quest for Glory. Which is it? I think we beat this horse to death, but we'll read it anyway. Since we mentioned Quest for Glory, here's a piece of trivia you can file in the Rose by any other name category. While regular readers for this publication know Quest for Glory is the rename of the wildly popular original released Heroes Quest, sales of Quest for Glory 2 were hurt by as much as 50% due to the name change. Sierra still receives a large number of calls each week from customers asking when Heroes Quest 2 is going to be released. For those that don't know the background, Sierra had to change the name for Quest for Glory when the original name of Heroes Quest turned out to be the trademark for a board game by Milton Bradley. I thought it was... Is it not Games Workshop? Is Games Workshop owned by Milton Bradley? Anyway, what do I know? The official word is that their release of the computer game has absolutely nothing to do with our old game by the same name. Oh, that's a little snarky. I'm sure that they always plan to call the game after the board game, but fair enough. I mean, I think the whole thing was silly. It's Hero Quest, not Heroes Quest. You see? It's different. Games Workshop bought the rights later. Ah, they published it in the US. Okay. And it was made by Games Workshop. Gotcha. That one makes a little more sense. Bruce Spaghetti. Whoa, $7.95. Hold on, what's selling for $7.95? Why didn't I read that? Crazy Nick, the Multimedia Maniac. It is a high-quality internal Sony CD-ROM drive, super pro audio Spectrum sound card, hot new software, Compton's Multimedia Encyclopedia, Jones in the Fast Lane, and It doesn't. Wait, what? Oh, that's it. I was like, it doesn't talk about the computer. I thought this was a computer for sale, but these are just the upgrades of the sound card and the CD-ROM drive, and then some software for $7.95. Holy crap! Oh, Charcoal Dragon. We had the OG board game. My college roommate had it, and I played with them a lot. We loved that. Hero Quest. When I was in college, I'd get it confused with Talisman. I know they're not very similar, but just I wasn't as familiar with board games at the time. So yeah, that's just like a sound card upgrade, CD-ROM drive. I say upgrade. It's probably a sound card. Oh, there's the prices. Oh, wow. So yeah, like that 35 deal is pretty good because like a lot of them are $34.95, like Codename Iceman, but Castle of Dr. Brain's 50. Some of them are up to 60. King's Quest is $60. What's MCGA? But that goes up to $70. I'm a little confused, I guess. Oh, MS-DOS versus... I don't know. I'm confused at what I'm looking at. This order form is baffling and frightening to me. Anyway, some of the games cost $70. Some are $60. And the rest are, yeah, $34.95. So... Looks like there's a lot more $60 games than the other prices, though. Ooh, there's one. $30. Oh, that's for the Sierra Network startup kit. I didn't know we paid. We must have paid for that, I guess, but I thought that just was like any other online service where you kind of get it for free. Maybe it came with a month or something. I don't know if they maybe minutes. It probably came with some amount of minutes. And thank you, RetroMags, for getting all these scans in, uploading them. We appreciate it. Oh wait, I don't actually want to close this because I want my map. 1 second while I load the map back in from the manual and put it in the corner. I'm so sorry. All right, let me start over from the end of the lurk. I got the map sorted out, and thank you so much, Charcoal Dragon, for the lurk. And then I read Kzadbat's explanation of multicolor graphics array. Had a lot of similarities to VGA, and it was something built into the PS2 motherboards. Yaro Taro, absolutely. I love reading those magazines. And Surrounded remembers Talismans, and that's what I was pointing. I have a board game shelf up here. I have Talisman right there. Sorry about the sound. And I don't remember if I had sound when I said, yeah, I love reading the magazines to Yaro Taro. But yeah, it's so fun. All right, let's cut that off because we have game sound. All right, we're going to the hospital to visit Marie. It's 2:22. Okay, so we have to talk to reception. May I help you, sir? What? Oh, here we go. I'm looking for my wife, Marie Bonds. Could you please tell me what room she's in? Oh, yes, your wife has been moved to 307. All right, I get the hint, Sierra. I'll go buy flowers. See, this is the kind of thing King's Quest I felt like missed. King's Quest 5. Like, can I get you something, sir? Do I have to use my wallet? I think I'd like a rose, please. Good choice. Our roses are particularly fresh and beautiful today. Here you are. That'll be $2.50. You pay the florist and take the rose. All right. Hopefully I didn't just ruin my chances of winning. These full motion video actors are real. Are amazing and frighteningly real, yeah. Time to police some quests. That's right, that's right. Yep, soft lock due to rose purchase. Hey, it happens. Here's Marie, still in her coma. I wonder where do I give it to her? Or do I just like put it on the desk? So I feel like you shouldn't give someone like a... I guess you should. Just toss the rose on them. You could swear that you just saw Marie's finger move. Or Mary, is it Marie? Marie, yeah. I'm gonna look at her finger. Your beloved wife lies motionless in a coma. You wish there was some way to know what she was thinking. If she's thinking. I like this. This like feels like some sort of clue I need to know, the 0.015. The digital readout indicates Marie's IV dosage, but like I guess it doesn't. The EKG monitor registers your wife's vital signs. Its steady beep in response to her pulse gives you some small comfort. What's this? That's the call button. Let's see if the rose is still fresh and beautiful. You talk gently to your wife, hoping that some part of her hears you. Not sure what else I need to do. Well, hold on, maybe I should touch her. Like her hand, since it was moving. There we go. You softly kiss your wife. Her eyelids flicker in response. Oh, nice. Can I talk to her from this view? Nah, it's the same thing as before. You talk gently to your wife, hoping that some part of her hears you. There we go. I guess I could sit. No, you're too upset by the sight of Marie to even think about sitting down. That's one of the artists? The florist, I mean. Not talk. I want to look and see if the chart can be looked at. No. I could call the nurse, but there's no real reason. I guess I could just see what the nurse says when I call her. Walking around. You press the call button and hope that the nurse is on the way. We'll see. He looks real sullen when he's standing directly forward. I'm trying to get him to do it again. Oh, it's just like, oh. Which, fair enough. Do you need something, Sergeant Bond? I'm guessing the chart maybe comes later. Nothing new to report, I'm afraid. Okay. That's what I wanted to do, is just... So in real life, I would sit here for an hour, I guess. I mean, like, not just an hour, like sleep here, probably. My wife was in a coma. But I guess we'll leave? She moved. The reception looks at you blankly. Is there something else you need? No, I guess not. Can I wander? Go get a snack? Looks like I can wander. No, looks like I can't wander. I got tricked. Unless dispatch has someplace for you to go, you'd better stick around and do sergeant stuff. Hide in the closet till the Sarians leave. I'm guessing that's the same, yeah. All right, let's head out. I guess we saw Marie. Feeling physically and emotionally drained, you drive home. $2,200. It's 10 o'clock. Day 3. I'm gonna go ahead and save as soon as we get in here. There we are, waking up. Taking a shower. I'm gonna have a drink real quick, one sec. There we go. You go through the motions of getting ready for work. I guess I've gone through the motions. One o'clock. I don't think I'd mind second shift. That seems pretty chill time to wake up. 13:06. Long commute, yeah. I used to have about a 6-minute commute, but now it's more like 26 minutes. Which is still pretty short, like, all things considered. Of course, nothing beat having a 0-minute commute when we were all work from home. I'd probably go to the second floor, I guess. See if the, what's the new partner's name? I don't have it in my notes. Oh, I'll have to look at her when we go in here so I can know what it is. Partner. Have any of you guys played Time Zone? We played that all the way through, blind. It's incredible. Afternoon Bonds. There's our new partner. I was just on my way back to the locker room. I'll be back in a minute if you need me. What did she do? Did she lock that drawer? That was suspicious. It's Pat's. Oh, Pat. There we go. Pat. It's Pat's desk drawer. Pat Morales. Your partner. All right, I have a note in my inbox here, so let's check that out. You pick up and read the message. Bonds, a Carla Reed called for you. Said she saw the newspaper article about Marie. Better get on over there. I think she may have something for you. 325 South 2nd Street. It's Old Industrial Park. Oh, crap. I'm going to have to read that note again, aren't I? I said it, and then I forgot it. 325 something. Time Zone wasn't even listed. Yeah, none of the high res were they? I don't have the note. Oh, crap. Does anyone remember the address I said just 2 seconds ago? I was in the middle of writing it down and my mind blanked. 325 South something Street. Was it 7th? Ooh. I never saved either. Day 3. I wondered why it always looked like nighttime here, but we're in a parking garage. Makes sense. I love that I'm still heading out, like I don't know where I'm going. I'm gonna go to South 7th Street. Just real quick. So it's Poppy is the 300s. Sorry, I just wanted to see that. Oh gosh, South 2nd. Oh, look, that was so close. It had the right letters. SE. All right. Sunny. This Carla Reed lives on 325 South 2nd. That's not a residential area. This better not be someone's idea of a joke. Morales. 325 South 2nd. That's just a bunch of abandoned old warehouses. All right, so we're going to go to Poppy, which I think is after Rose. I'm going slow. I think you can still turn okay at 45. No, it's Lily, then Poppy, I guess. I just noticed something. Y'all see that purse on the console? It's got that key attached to it. Westbound on Poppy. I'm going to slow down for a second and look at the map again real quick. So I'm going to want to go, oh gosh, I'm losing control of my map. There we go. I'm going to want to go right on 2nd. Because the 300 block is north of Poppy. I guess I can speed back up. Which I can go quite fast. Where are we at? Oh yeah, we got like a ways to go. I don't know that I'm supposed to go 60, but we haven't ever gotten in trouble for speeding. I used to cruise around at 100 when we were first trying to figure our way out how to drive. And this looks like it's almost under the freeway because this is going to be 3rd and that's 2nd. And 325 will be like right here. And that's like the highway or the interstate going through the town. All right, let's slow down a smidge. Pat's purse rests between the seats. She keeps a key attached to the handle. I really want to steal that key. I don't know why. Because she was so sus about locking that drawer. Oops, it's a little early. I feel like we should have hit it already. What if we can just stop and just see what happens? We try to get out. No. All right. 1 second. Sorry about that. So, this is 2nd. This is 300 South. Oh no. Maybe I'm confused. No, I'm doing it right. So this block, right? By Poppy should be 325 South 2nd Street. Maybe I have to be heading south. Maybe I'll just do like a loop and see. I'm not sure. Really? But then I see. They do have 300 north all the way at the top and 400 south all the way to the bottom. So you're right. They're listing what's below it, below the line. Like that's the line. But you can't go below River. So I guess River itself has 400. Like the intersection is 400 south on River. That's fair. Yeah, I was reading it as they were like marking the block it's in. Okay, yep, I just went the wrong way then. Yeah, I should have looked up at the top. That kind of gives it away. Sorry, it gets a little sketchy when I click out of the game. All right. What happened? Is it frozen? Oh, that was just for the turn. It registered me turning. So let's do a quick UE. The slow way. Oh gosh, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. I meant to be going 45, I was going 85. Well, Jim's gonna tell us we did a bad job. I guess I have to add another death. I'm Jim Walls, creator of Police Quest. Taking those curves a bit fast, aren't you? Indeed I am. 13. Game-ending mistakes. Whoops. Oh, that didn't work. Let's try that again. Go see if this witness knows anything. Comes Pat. $13.43. 143. That was a long time to go up the elevator, read a note, and get to the car. Because we got there at 13:06. Alright. Pedal and metal for a minute here. That was them discussing the address. Do we have sirens? Cool. Oh, we're going all the way to River, which is fair. That'll still work. I'm gonna have to come to a full stop though. So I'm so used to going way too fast that I over slow down when I'm not going too fast. Okay. We got a little ways to go, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 streets, yeah. All right, let's make some mistakes by going way too fast. As soon as I see third, I'm gonna start going the right speed because we don't have to turn till second. There we go. Over slow down. Well, I mean, I go so slow that it takes too long to get to the stop sign, and so we're just sitting there. Now we're gonna go slow, because I don't really know where this is exactly. Slow ride. Maybe we can just get out. Yeah, we can. Okay, cool. Take it easy. 14:15. Man, that's like a 20-minute drive. All right, I'm guessing that's our friend. Where's Pat? The rusty shopping cart is loaded down with junk. The cart probably belongs to a homeless person. They need that stuff more than you do. Let's just sort of go look at it. The shape of that pile of newspapers looks vaguely familiar. What? Who? Who's that? What do you want? Who the hell are you? I don't talk to strangers. Do I have a badge? Ma'am, I'm Detective Sonny Bonds of the Lighton Police Department. Yeah, so what you want from me? I ain't done nothing to nobody. You called and said that you saw something at Oak Tree Mall last night. I'd like you to come downtown with me and help us maybe get a subscription. Oh, I'd love to go ride in one of them real-life squad cars. Okay, just help me put my stuff in the car. Ma'am, I'm sorry, but there's not enough room in the trunk for your cart. You'll have to leave it here. What? Leave my stuff? Oh, no, I can't very well just up and leave my stuff. It wouldn't fit in your car. You try to convince the bag lady to go with you, but she's adamant. You can ask me what you want, Mr. Policeman. Unless you want to drag me kicking and screaming, you ain't getting me to leave my cart unguarded. I know what's up here. Maybe. Because I can have Pat guard it. She's gonna love that, by the way. Well, what? I could just see. Oh, okay. I guess I can't get Pat to guard it. What's this say? It's a large trash bin for the warehouse. There's nothing you need in the trash bin. Leave that to the garbage collector. Nice thought, but you don't have time to clean up the place. Can I shoot her? It's sometimes an option. This is one of those things where I wonder if, unless dispatch up someplace here. Try to use my notebook. It's showing. Yeah, I was trying to give her money, actually. I cannot cuff her. That doesn't seem appropriate. What if I talk again? No. Last time I left my card alone for 2 seconds, I had a year's worth of Cosmo stolen. Oh, 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 oh. I could handcuff. I keep going past him. I can handcuff it to this pipe here. You decide to soothe the old lady, the old gal, by securing her cart with your handcuffs. That's the ticket. Sonny boy, let's go. Yeah, nobody will get... Was that Pat honking the horn? It's okay, you can give me money instead. Exactly. Buy all the Cosmo you want. Well, that's just her theme song, not the alleyway. I need to sit and rest my aching bones, kiddo. The standard cart lid, yeah. I ain't eaten so long my taste buds have amnesia. You wouldn't happen to have any caviar on you, would you? Smoked salmon, canned tuna, a fish stick maybe? I see someone else's lunch. You give the lunch to the lady. Jeez. Peanut butter and jelly. You guys are real gourmets, aren't you? Thanks. You asked Miss Reed to tell you exactly what she saw at the Oak Tree Mall that night. I was at the mall. I was picking and choosing over the goodies in that big bin out back. Shameful what people throw away. Miss Reed, please, just stick to the incident with the man. Fruit snack card. Out of nowhere comes this big side of beef type guy. Rams right into me, he does. You'd think an old lady would get some respect. I don't ask for much. A dry spot to lay my newspapers, a few modest handouts, Oops, I probably said stick to the facts. So I socks him right on the leg. Like to have him broken my hand, I did, and him just grins at me right in my face. Ugly mug, just grins like a devil or something. I'll never forget that face. All right. Let's save on interview bag lady. All right. Give me 1 second. All right, we're about to do a fruit snack. It's going to be a little louder, maybe. I don't know. Maybe it'll be the same as that. That music was pretty loud. Hi. You may be wondering what's happening. These are Bear Fruit Rolls. They have animal cards collectible. Everything's collectible if you try. I've actually collected them all, but I haven't found something new to collect, so we're just seeing what we get. These are Bear Fruit Rolls. 2 fruit rolls, 4 ingredients. What are those ingredients? Everyone always asks, so I always say dried apples, pears, raspberries, black carrot extract. That's for color. 60 calories, 20 grams, serving size, 1 pack. 13 grams of carbohydrates, 2 dietary fiber, 8 total sugars, but no added sugars. That was the game making that horrible noise. So what card did we get? Let's open it up. Hope for a rare. Oh, skunk. Its background is green, unfortunately, so it's keyed out. Skunk. Card number 31 is a duplicate because we've collected them all. On the back is a fun game, a maze that you can't see because it's green as heck. And I key out green. But you can look over here, it's right here. It's actually there. That's the maze. There it is. Number 31, Skunk. Thank you so much for the redeem, Retro Demiurgy. That stinks. Yeah, this card stinks. Yeah, I have collected them all. I'm looking out there for something cool and cute to collect, such as these animal cards. Here's the ones we've gotten so far this week. Peregrine Falcon, Giraffe, and Skunk. Ooh. I have duplicates of all of them, except for the dolphins, so if your collection needs 1 or more of these cards, let me know. Don't say 60. I'm gonna send the whole thing. But, so I definitely have dupes. Yeah, thanks for redeem. Alright, back to the game. So we're interviewing a bag lady who says she saw who stabbed my wife. And I think this computer has like a drawing program or something. Because I remember under tools, oops, I gotta say okay. It said something about drawing composite. Yes, here we go. Now, if you would give a general description, he was a mean-looking fella, all dark and hairy. A real sour face with a hawkish nose and sharp, beady eyes. Okay. Hawkish, now what is this? I don't know. She didn't really, I don't know if we have any comment about whatever that is. All right, let's go to the nose. Beakish nose. Oh, wait, no, the nose definitely is going to be on the face. I feel like it should be there. Hawkish. Hawkish. Is that hawkish? Close, but without the cavernous nostrils. Oh, she talks to me. The nose looks okay. I just want to see what she says on the other one. I said button. That's a better beak, but it may have been narrower. I don't know if okay was good or if it was like the next best. Not a pug nose, that's for sure. I don't know. Maybe that could be the schnoz. Yeah, I don't like it. That's kind of like it, I guess. He didn't have a little Tweety Bird nose. It's too big. No, that's not it at all. I dated a man with a cute nose like that. I couldn't see up his nose like that. Nope, too flat. I don't think you're listening to me. Can I, like, change it? No. I guess I'll go back to that nose is okay. That nose looks okay. All right, we'll go with that. Beady eyes, she said. Those kind of look beady. Small, kind of like those. I'm trying to go. Are those beady? Not even close. There we go. Those look beady. Them's beady, but too far apart. Can I change? No, it's just the whole thing. This should maybe be a little higher. Oh, those look. Those eyes look okay. Okay. I'm gonna take okay as a good thing. Did she say anything else? Said he was hairy. Full beard. Okay. That beard looks okay. All right. Excellent. What about his hair? Too straight. It's kind of wavy. Did I say? I want to see what she says about this. Why he looks like a rock star? It was the one-armed man. Ma'am, that isn't helpful. That's right. That's close, I think. Ooh, what about this? Hair's way too low. It's George Lucas. That's right. Too straight. Too straight. Oh, that looks silly when it's lifted up. It wasn't bald. Too short. Rockstar. That's close, I think. Yeah. I feel like this needs to like go over just a smidge. Okay, eyebrows, I guess. That'll do for starters. It makes him look kind of alien, don't you think? He had an arch to his brow. All right, there's an arch. Did I say he had shrubs? Change it. Screen grab that guy. Watch this one. Oh no. Hold on. I got that cursor right in his. Dang it, it did it again. There we go. No cursor. Much better. There's our suspect. Our incorrect suspect. Okay. Let's see. So what were we doing? Oh yeah, eyebrows. Where were we here? Looks suspiciously like one of the QA guys. Add more arch than brows, Sonny. Is that more arch? That's close, I think. Don't look right. All right, we'll go with it's close, I think, I guess. I don't know. This look kind of low. Lips. Could be, sure. He sure looked mean. Now there's a sour one, Sonny. Looks like someone gave him a fat lip. Akiraz, thank you so much for the follow. I need to fix this beard. It's like not quite fitting. I don't know, maybe that's a little better. So it covers the lips though now. There we go. There we go. I guess. He didn't have full as lip as full lips as those. Those are women's lips. Nah, too full. That's very large. I don't think so. I don't know, could be. I think this is the one, right? Doesn't look right? No. Too sweet. Too precious. The mouth is a little too far left. Okay, but now is it good? The mouth looks okay. Excellent. What do we got left? That's everything. So what are we thinking? Yeah, his face looks right. Search Composite Master. Did it say anything? Eyes look okay. Nose looks okay. Mouth looks okay. Maybe the brows aren't right. I did say no results. I think okay is. I don't know if. Okay, well, hold on. Now he says it's way too low. So maybe now, like. Oh, okay, yeah. The hair was too low. The beard looks okay. And so that's close, I think, is not the right selection. A little too high. Oh, here we go. Brow looks okay. Now let's search. Ooh, that's the rummy, the one right there in the middle. I'd never forget his mean looking mug. Steve Rocklin. I can only write his number down. 493027. I wish we had. I didn't click it. I wish it had showed in the other pictures. I didn't have a chance to look at them because I'm trying to write down stuff. Steve Rocklin. 6'2", 210 pounds, red hazel, date of birth 11050. So in this game, he is. This is 91. So he's 50. No, he's 41. Address as of I guess January 89 was 214 Pigeon Court, Gibbon, USA. Convicted on 2 counts of burglary, 623.85, sentenced 5 years in state penitentiary, paroled 625.88. Currently serving 3 years probation, no wants. Rocklin associates with it and is one time known to be a member of the cult of the Sons of Darkness. Suspicious the cult deals in the sale of crack cocaine. All right. Maybe I'll write the address down. No, it's in Gibbon. I don't care about that. Looks like a kind dude. Yeah. I want to go home. Okay, Carla, that should do it. I'll take you home now. You've been a big help. 1454. We did all this within like an hour, 2 hours. It seemed longer than that. Well, bless your heart. My cart's still safe. Yeah, but someone stole my cuffs. Yeah, I had to take her home. But she's homeless, so now I have to drive around forever. I like how she wandered her cart off, never to be seen. Yeah, I guess. Maybe I was trying to like keep up the goodwill since she helped me out. I mean, it's like my wife. I'll check surrounded. I'm not sure why. Like in the other game, you're right. When you click them to send them through, you take the cuffs. But this time, you just click them and then cuffs come back through the drawer. So, oh, did I freeze the game? Well, this will be quick to find Mr. Rocklin. Looks like we're gonna need just 1 second. 1 moment. It'll take just a second. Load back up and try again. I actually did my config file, so now I don't have to sort out the settings. Oh, surrounded. Right, I had muted that before. I hope that doesn't continue through the computer process. If it's still going during the computer, I'll remute. Oh, thank goodness. As long as it don't need to exist, that's right. Oh, you have to switch it back to here if it's okay. Yep, okay. That's probably right. Mouth looks okay. No, it's actually, I think it was only a few over this way. It's these then. They're too low though. No, it's not those next ones. Too high. Excellent. He needed a surname. Haha. Hair looks okay. Yeah, full beard. Beard looks okay. Let's see if I did that. I moved the hair a little after she said okay. It's still okay. I don't think I actually checked the eyebrows and the face. Face looks right. Search. Now let's look at these other people now that we have all this stuff written down anyway. Oh, they all look kind of the same. That's the rummy, the one in the middle. I'd never forget a mean looking mug. All right, we read all this. Quit. Quit. I'm gonna save. We're gonna replace this one because that one turned out to not be very important. Oh, we've come far since don't accidentally shoot somebody. Composite done. With an extra capital. I want to go home. All right, let's go. Oh, Sir Limsalot. Well, bless your heart, my card is still safe. You retrieve your cuffs. I have my cuffs. I'm going to still save over this one. I'm going to fix the O because it was bothering me. Alright. Let's see if this works this time. It looks like it already is different because it's changed from the hand. Oh. Nah, there we go. You're from Texas. You know what bless your heart means. I may also know what bless your heart means. You notice Morales checking her watch. She suddenly says, "Yo, Sonny, drive me over to the mall real quick, would you? I gotta make a phone call." Grudgingly, you drive Morales to the mall. Sit tight, boss. It'll only be a minute. Okay, well, obviously I'm going to steal this key. You notice that she's careful to take her purse with you. Yeah, I got the hint. I want that key very badly. Slightly dislike the driving parts. Yeah, the driving in this one's not my favorite. I preferred 2, most of all. 1 was at least kind of charming in a way. This one is a little intense. I miss Keith. Do y'all remember Keith? He smoked like a pack a hour. Always wandered off to do something unimportant while you did all the hard work. But at least he was reliable if you needed a light. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do here. Oh, I can just get out. Okay. Yes, Surrounded. It was just type where you want to go, and then you'd watch a little cutscene where you and Keith drive around. It's pretty nice. Good day, sir. Good day. You look like a man in need of a career. You made an excellent choice. The Army's the only life for a man. Outdoor adventure, free room and board, good old-fashioned discipline. Get all the newfangled namby-pamby TV zombie ideas out of your system and get back to a life under control. Get your life under control. What do you say? Yeah, all right. Hey, look, a person's talking about. That sounds terrific, but I have a good career, thanks. Remember, son, it's the best character builder a man could want. Okay, but can I not ask him about that? What if I... But what, do I not have my notes in the notebook? The recruiting officer might be upset if you start rifling through his files. That's fair. Many exciting bases around the world, like Oklahoma. You could become a career man. Look what it's done for me. This is so frustrating. Yeah, Surrounded. I guess we would need to, but it's silly that I mean, the game should know that obvious. This is why I want to type, because if I can type, I can say ask about Bronze Star. Sonny. Serving you is a pleasure, sir. Don't forget the U.S. Army if you need a change of careers. Thanks, I won't. Can I go in here? I can just go anywhere. What can I do for you? Need a key made? I make keys for big locks, small locks, clocks, cars, tanks, banks. What do you need, fella? I see. I see what's going on here. Sonny Bonds is 28? Is that right? When was Marie born? Marie's around our age. I think she's like almost 30. So that sounds about right. I might be wrong. So ends another shift. You drop Pat off at station notes. What I'm thinking is that's going to happen again, but she'll leave her purse in the car and I'll go make a key copy. I don't know why, but... In the first game, I made a comment about doing the foot beat for 15 years. Wow. Started when he was like 7. Then maybe he's 33. I thought he was like in his late 20s. I don't know if the military would be going quite hard at a mid-30s. I guess maybe he looks young. We'll check out Marie's file. I'm guessing she's within 2 or 3 years of us. But I thought she was born in 60 something, which would make her like 27, 28. In 91, right? Like 64. Ah, I've been patrolling the streets since I was a toddler. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's do the prequel. Just crawling, checking doorknobs. Let's see if we can get that bronze star back. Have you seen this man? I saved so many times. I've kind of gotten a little less savvy these days as the days have gone on. Got something to drop off, or you're just here for the show? I need to pick something up. I have an idea, a different idea. He was born in 52 in the original, but they changed it to 66 for the VGA games. Ah. Fair enough. Yeah, the first game, when we said it was the same person, the first game was... It felt different than the next two feel more cohesive than the... Not that it's like... It just didn't have a lot of overarching stuff from 1 to 2. Like, character-wise. I mean, the entire story was literally the same characters. I'm not sure what I'm trying to say. Yeah, the 90s when it wasn't as easy to check things, so you just make up whatever you want. Yeah. Here she goes. Oh, real sketch. Gotta lock my drawers. Gotta take care of some woman stuff, Bonds. Be right back. She never wants to hang around. I'm not gonna get that note yet in case it's something that makes me go do something. I love that computer noise. Homicide review case 199144. I love how old TV shows stop big storylines between seasons, just hoping that half a year's past, no one will remember. Yeah, binge watching in the 2020s is a bit frustrating. Yeah, it's definitely. Can I not go to the thing right now? Necklace clutched in victim's hand, possibly broken off. Suspect. Military bronze medal found on a victim's car. Serial number 09987. What if I say new file? I wonder, does my drawing still stay? It does not. I'm not surprised. That would have been surprising if it did stay. DMV. Ah, that's not what I wanted. I'll try this, but I don't think this is the right thing. I was wanting to look up by name. Yeah. Alas. Alas. Star Trek was planning an overarching story of having some kind of doppelgangers infiltrating Starfleet in the first season. Really? Next Generation? I'll have to rewatch it with that in mind. They just ignored it the rest of the series. I've watched all those, but it's been a while. I mostly rewatch. You're commanded to appear in a lightened municipal court as witness in the case of the People versus Juan Ruiz. You remember that you cited Mr. Ruiz for impeding traffic. Ah, yes. I guess I go to the courthouse. Oh, my other idea was to use the notebook on the computer to like write down all the information for the case, but then I could use the notebook with the recruiter. I guess that's too. It's too Laura Bow. What's frustrating is I tried to go back to the mall on my own, and it said I didn't have a reason to go there when I had the Bronze Star. And then to end the first day, I had to turn the Bronze Star in, so it must come out later. Like, something must change later. I keep looking over there when really what I want to do is look. I think it's just one block over, but I need to look at the map real fast. Okay. Courthouse is 2 blocks over, actually. I'm going to stop the car real quick while I look at this. So it's 2 blocks over. It's on 8th and between Rose. So if I just go south, I'll turn left on Rose till I get to 8th. Yeah, that'll do it. Just left, left. Okay. Why is that guy above it? Go below it. There you go. Much better. Ooh. Sorry for that. All right. So left on Rose. And left on 8th. When we pass 7th, we'll slow down. Oop. Little tire squeal. Start slowing down. And I think that did not have an arrow, so we can just go. Yeah. $14.33. I'll be waiting for you in the car, boss. Maybe new evidence to show the recruiter. Yeah. It may be that sometimes they send you the evidence with like notes or like notes about the evidence in the intra office mail. So, or inter office mail. Okay, that's making me nervous. I was like, don't you freaking freeze. You take the witness chair next to the deputy district attorney. The bailiff says in a loud voice, "All rise for the Honorable Judge Mildred Simpson." The bailiff says in a loud voice, "Court is now in session. Please be seated." Directing your attention to the prosecutor, Judge Simpson says, "Mr. Cannon, please call your first witness in the People versus Ruiz." The People call Officer Sonny Bond to the stand, Your Honor. Hey, is that Ken? Yeah. Officer, please raise your right hand. If you raise your left, you fail the game. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? I do. Please state your name and occupation for the court. Lieutenant. No. Sorry. Sonny Bond's Detective Sergeant with the LPD. kind of want to save, but those chairs sound like doors. Officer Bonds, on September 14th, you issued a citation to the Juan Jose Ruiz. Is that correct? Court. Yes, that's correct. Officer Bonds, do you see Mr. Ruiz anywhere in the courtroom? You point to Mr. Ruiz and say, that's the man there at the table. Speaking to the court reporter. Let the record reflect that Officer Bonds has identified the defendant, Mr. Juan Ruiz. Officer Bonds, would you please describe the events which led up to your issuing a citation to Mr. Ruiz? Yeah, I had a routine traffic duty that day. Been on duty for about 6 hours and patrolling the highway when I drove up a line of slow-moving cars in the fast lane. I pulled around them in the slow lane, and when I reached the head of the line, I saw Mr. Ruiz in a 1958 Ford Fairlane. I could see immediately that he was going way under the speed limit, so I clocked him. My speedometer registered 35 miles an hour. That's a lie, man. Irritated, Judge Simpson raps her gavel. You're out of order, Mr. Ruiz. You'll have a chance to tell your side of the story in due time. Officer Bonds, could you show the court the speedometer calibration chart for the police vehicle you're operating that day? Do. Do you have the chart or don't you, Mr. Bonds? Would you like my notebook? Can I give money to the judge? All right, boys, we're going to have to shoot our way out of this one. I'll take that for a no. Let the record reflect that we have no calibration chart for the evidence on this case. Yeah, maybe you should have, like, mentioned that. Is it in our document here? It's possible it's in the manual. The judge is addressed as the defense attorney. Your witness, Mr. Meyer. Here's cross-examined. They're right next to my cups. That's why I surrounded. Based on the citation measuring your own patrol car, but you can't produce speedometer calibration for the chart. Yeah, I mean, it's in the car. That's all I wanted to hear. No further questions. That's so irritating. Step down, Bonds. That district attorney is gonna, like, rip me a new one. Ruiz, please step forward and sworn in. Raise your right hand. Swear to truth, that's truth. I do. Please state your name for the court. Juan Jose Ruiz. Can you briefly tell us what happened that day? I was just driving, not doing nothing. I'm a very careful driver. I don't do any showing off or anything in my ride. I wasn't speeding. I wasn't going slow. I wasn't doing anything. These cops just don't like Chicanos, man. And that's the truth. He'd busted me if I was going 54. Your witness, Mr. Cannon. I have no questions for this witness, Your Honor. Anything further to say, Ruiz? Nope. Any closing arguments? No. No. I'll proceed with my decision. This is an outlandish case. Based on the officer's vague recollection of the facts surrounding the citation, I defend this not guilty. Alright. Told you I'd see you in court. Next time, don't waste my time or the courts. If you can't get a citation right, don't issue one. I got it right. Oh, man. What a pile of crap these guys are. Sorry, I just find this all irritating. I'm reloading. I'll count that as a death. That makes everyone happy. Let me wait and see if it kills me first. No, it looks like I'm fine. Uber kitten, that's right. Well, you were going 55 and a 54. That's right. No, he's going 35 and a 55. It's not a common ticket, I don't feel like, but going too slow. Where are my deaths? All right, I'm going to count that as a death, even though it wasn't, because I to do it correctly, which means I have to go back to day 4. All right, apparently they want me to dig into this car and get out its calibration chart. Okay. Well, I guess I'll get that on my way out. All right, you walk out of cars, you don't use the door. But yeah, we lost Superkid because we didn't grab that out of the Gov box, which I don't know why that irritates me so much. All right, we got to get the subpoena, then go back downstairs, then go back to court. Luckily, it was mostly dialogue, so we'll just skip a lot of it since I've read it already. Gotta take care of some woman stuff, Bonds. I'll be right back. Yeah, Mysterious Besta, exactly. It's like scattershot sometimes with what they care about. You know what? Let's look at the manual real quick. I want to see if it's in the manual. I'm going to wait till we get down there. And I'm just doing that to pause the game a little because like we died once from just not doing anything, which is silly. All right, let's look through the manual real quick and see if this tells us how to do court. Does this give us the info that we need to know? I can make it a little bigger. Okay. Computer, courtroom procedure. Be prepared and have proper paperwork available. So courtroom procedure. Be prompt, be prepared, and have proper paperwork available. Testify in a professional manner and cite only the facts surrounding the case. I mean, that's... I don't know. That seems a little... like the... There's nothing else. Oh, thank you so much for hanging out, Inkschild. It's really awesome to hear, yeah, that you worked on a lot of these different games, and that's just really cool. And I'm definitely gonna, yeah, I'll take a screenshot and probably have it on the screen the rest of the time I'm streaming this game once we get there. Have a good night or afternoon. Oh, you said dozing off, so probably night. Have a good nap night. I never know. I stream so late where I'm at. It's 2 a.m. Sometimes it's morning for people. But thanks for hanging out. Yeah, it doesn't look like it says anything particular about the specific one. Sorry about that. Let's, there we go. Oh, I guess I should put the map back up. Boop, 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 boop. Where's the map? I went way past it. There it was. All right. Anyway, let's get back to this. Don't actually restore a game. Sorry. Oh, it's a cute emote. Thinking of your upcoming court appearance, you wisely decide to take the speedometer calibration chart. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's not even like, I know it's probably an official document, but it's just in the glove box. Anybody could just write any old thing in there. There's no like official. I guess if it's like a surrounded. And those aren't my favorite. Like if it was in the manual, if it said examples of needed paperwork and it said that, get it. The other problem is I opened that glove box and I saw one set of papers in there and I went, well, that's probably vehicle like registration type information for this car. I know it's a police car, but it probably still has that kind of paperwork, right? So I didn't even look at the paperwork, assumed what it was. If I had looked at it and maybe remembered that it was the calibration chart, I might have even thought, oh, I will need that for this case. Maybe. I mean, that's... So, there's at least a little bit of hint there. Because one of the first things I did was open the glove box, because in the second game, it's like one of the first things you have to do. Maybe even in the... No, not in the first game, I don't think. I like this song. $13.39. Be waiting for you in the car, boss. If we lose this time because I did something actually wrong, that's fine. Yeah, in the first game you have to walk around the car every time, or it just explodes or something. I don't know what happens. A flat tire? It's ridiculous. But if you walk around the car, no flat tire. See, if you made that puzzle these days, you'd walk around the car every time, and one time you'd find a flat tire and have to fix that. Other times, nothing would happen. That's that's kind of cool. Also, it wouldn't end the game. You just waste some time and lose, I don't know, some better thing. Court be seated, etc. I'm going to skip a lot of this quickly because we read it all. Simpson says it's the case against Ruiz. You have a witness. I call Sonny Bonds. Yeah, quantum flat tire. I collapsed the wave function. I do tell the truth. State your name. I'm a detective sergeant with the LPD. I can't believe, like, our wife's in a coma having been stabbed and we're in court for a traffic violation. Did you do this stuff with the whatever? Yes, I did. I was hoping they'd make me pick him out, like, from a group of pictures. Because that would be kind of cool if I, like, see if I remembered who I gave the ticket to. Describe what happened. Routine traffic duty. I saw him going very slowly, so I pulled him over. And I gave him a ticket. That's a lie. Order. Do you have the speedometer calibration? Next he's gonna be like, do you have something that's... You hand the calibration chart. Here it is. Like I didn't clock him, right? I didn't actually clock him. Let the record note the admission of one calibration chart evidence. No further questions. Okay, I mean, I guess on cross I could get a question that I don't know the answer to. No questions. Step down, Officer Bonds. Who shows up? Like, do they do this? I thought traffic court was a little less formal. Ah, put someone different at the table. That's pretty clever. Because it is. They always point to the defendant. I mean, I guess they don't always. That could backfire pretty hard, though, if they point to the person, like, actually picking out. Sitting in the gallery. Be like, ooh. Didn't do anything. Wasn't speeding. He'd have busted me if I was going 54. You're a witness, Mr. Cannon. No questions. Do you have any further thing to say? Nope. Any closing arguments? Nope. Nope. I'll proceed with my decision. All right, this is all the new stuff. Here we go. We actually got less dialogue this time. Based on Officer Bond's testimony and the evidence submitted, I find the defendant guilty. Nice job, Officer Bonds. Yeah, well, earned our $45 fine. How much did this courtroom cost? Yeesh. Ugh, now I have to put this thing back in that squad car. There's just like so much little things. Probably going to the mall again. Might have to copy a key. You notice Morales checking her watch and she says, I gotta go to the mall. I gotta make a call. Grudgingly, you drive Morales to the mall. Sit tight, boss. I'll only be a minute. If anyone's wondering why she's driving to the mall to make a phone call, it's because there's a payphone there and we don't have cell phones yet. Although I think we're all probably. You take the key, knowing it'll be returned before Morales notices that it's gone. Do I know that? Should I save? I love that we're doing this just because it's like we are a thief. Because she vaguely looks suspicious. I hope we're fast. Okay, for you. Need a key made? Yep. Ah, yes, I'll copy this little jewel in a second. Ah, it's like the real key noise. Realistic. Here you are, fella, 250. If I bought the roads now, I can't do this. No, okay. Thanks. Right, get in the car before she gets back. Why would we do that without, like, any reasons? I mean, like, so strange. Like, absolute invasion of privacy here by Officer Bonds. In the nick of time, you replace the key and hope she doesn't notice anything funny. But I still have the key. Oh, brilliant. What a nut. What a real nut. Hey, I'm back. Let's go. The radio comes alive. 64 David, Lighton. Morales says, this is 64 David, go ahead. Dispatch comes back. 187. Uh-oh. 187 in an alley. That's a murder, by the way. I think everyone probably knew that, though. 300 block of West Rose. West Rose. One traffic unit, 1097. Real quick, we'll just check this before we click so that it doesn't. 300 block of Rose West is right here. No, it's actually right here. Sorry. All right, let me get the music going again. So now you can see my mouse. Right here, yeah. It's like someone started to write something there, actually. You just see it. Let's make this giant. See, they wrote something there. It's real small. Prop. I don't know. Maybe it'll make sense one day. Alright, the second thing I want to do is let's see what 1097 is. I'm guessing it's on the way, but we'll just go read to be official. Like they don't have it. Oh, that's 11. Okay. 1097. No, it really isn't here. How are they going to use a radio code that's not in here? What? Yeah, I don't see it. I don't know. It's freaking weird. Very strange. Anyway, so it's between, I'm looking at the map. I know it's small for y'all. It's big for me over here. Between between, 3rd and 2nd. There we go. Gosh. Cannot see. Morales concerns call. Light and 64 David copies and we were responding. You heard it. Let's roll. $187. I mean, that's a murder. Do you go lights in? Oh, I see. I need to start the car. That places the dash, portable dash on the red light. I don't want to go faster. Well, let's just see if we can go faster than 50. We gotta turn around. Or was I heading the right way? It doesn't matter. We'll just turn around. And you can turn at 50, so that's good to know. I don't like when it turns you around after you've parked if you're going the other way. It's kind of discombobulating. But I should have read it. I think we were already westbound. You know what? Let's go all the way to 3rd. On Lily, and then we'll cut across to the Rose there. We'll slow down at 4. The road, not the sign. There we go. Here comes Rose Street. Ah, 5:16 p.m. 17:16. The victim's over there in the dumpster. Where's my volume? This is really loud for me. I'm sorry if it's really loud for y'all. I don't know. I called the coroner. He's on his way. I posted at the entrance of the alley waiting for the meat wagon if you need me. Ah, there, he pushed them all back. I was like, somebody needs to get these people back. I'll do the camera bit bonds. I'm so excited. Is anyone else really excited that we have our key and we can go into our drawers now? Hi, Chihuahua. There's a Chihuahua behind it. It's a little dead body humor, crime scene humor. Yeah. Surrounded. No, I think Ink said they were in a car accident. What's that? Flares. Ooh, I can put flares in the flare box. I don't know if we need any of that, but we got it in case we do. That was our investigation kit, or something like that. I'm gonna look at it once we get here. Here comes our body. Woof. His face looks anything but peaceful. I'm gonna snip this just in case it is, but dang it. I got the stupid cursor. There we go. Okay. Got that all sorted just in case. Let's look. A bloody shirt covers the upper torso. All right, let's go ahead and look at what we have. So this is toothpicks for evidence gathering, sample envelopes, and a scraper for evidence. Okay, we definitely want toothpicks for nails. Using the toothpick, you scrape under the victim's fingernails and place the collected skin and hair into a sample envelope. She took pictures already. Before we do anything, I want to check the manual again. I know we do that a lot in Police Quest, but get this lined up so we can make it proper size. There we go. I want to see if there's like procedures for getting evidence collection, just to make sure. Taking of evidence. Use caution in order not to contaminate or destroy vital evidence. Use the tools available to you. If you observe it and use caution when walking around a crime scene, inadvertent destruction of evidence is still destruction of evidence. Okay, analysis. Submit it all to the officer. All reports, files, and relevant materials received from outside agencies that are pertinent to an ongoing investigation will be routed to the investigating officer assigned the case. That's what I was talking about. We may get a report on that metal. Investigative procedure. Use extreme caution. Watch out for possible life-threatening situations. Remain alert, prepared to take appropriate action. Make good use of your notebook. What does that mean? Did I write anything down? I don't know. Anyway, sorry, I just clicked everywhere with my notebook. Y'all didn't see it, but nothing happened at all. Interviewing witnesses, identify yourself, listen attentively, follow all possible leads. Findings of the coroner are valuable. All personal property and effects belonging to the deceased victim will be the responsibility of the coroner, providing it is not needed for evidence. Okay, so I guess we can probably search him. Let me get this out of our way and we'll start searching him. Nah, mysterious vesta, drawers like cabinet, not like pants. Yeah, I didn't even think of that. That's definitely not what I meant. All right, let's search him. Sorry, I usually mute when I cough, but that sort of came out of nowhere. I'm out of water, dear. You look carefully at the knife wounds in the upper chest. Not a pretty sight, but it's a pentagram carved into the flesh that really hits you between the eyes. A mysterious chest of pants. Not another one, you mutter. That's all it needs. Lighten needs. A freaked out serial killer that thinks he's got a hotline to Satan. Oh, yes, the satanic panic. I can't get blood? I guess, I don't need his blood, do I? Use the scraper. Scrape some skin as evidence. What's this thing? You carefully search the body for remove the victim's identification. When's his birthday? When's his birthday? When's his birthday? So far, all the victims have been born on March 15th, which I found very disturbing. Andrew Dent. I'm going to write down his number here. Okay. Class C license. 5'5", weighs 160 pounds. I'm not sure this drawing looks exactly like this guy. Hold on, I kind of want that. That guy should be hanging out with us. That's quite the photograph. Quite the photograph. I'll bring him into a party over here on the right. There we go. Looking good, looking good. All right. What else about him? I don't know. Expires, geez, in 1999. That's like a 10-year license. You have plenty of trash at home. I was just seeing if maybe it was something interesting. That's a nasty habit. Oh, picking the nose, I see. Can I use toothpicks on his face for some reason? I don't think he cared to have his teeth picked right now. All right, belly button. How do I go away? There it is. Oh, there's the coroner. Hey, Bonds. Nice day, eh? How's the stiff? He's hanging in there, Leon. You logged the victim's information in your notebook before handing the ID to the coroner. Ah, not a pretty picture, eh? Let me guess, his name isn't Lucky. I'll take care of him now, Bonds. You go catch some bad guys. An alley is a lousy place to die. Here we go. Look at this car. You notice a fresh dent marked with gold paint on the side of this car. Ooh, toothpick it. Scrape it. You carefully scrape some of the gold paint transfer from the side of the right car, along with the little white paint into the envelope. Jorf! How's it going? I saw you watching. I watched some of that game you were playing. It looked really cool. The sword one. Giga Sword? Is that what it was called? We're investigating a series of stabbings. Our wife is one of the victims here. This is the newest victim. If you missed it. But the killer's doing this to everybody. He's giving them a pentagram on the chest with a knife. Luckily, when they attacked our wife, they got interrupted by a witness or something. Or maybe I got there in time. I don't remember. I guess someone had to have called me, though. So she's not dead. She's just in a coma. The car's abandoned for some time. Nothing of interest there. Nothing to worry about. I'm just going to click over. I think I probably got most of the evidence. All right. Put your equipment back in the trunk first. The equipment in that... By the way, this guy has a case. And the equipment in his field investigation kit, I mean, it's good stuff, but, like, it's got, you know, it's one of these with foam forms and everything. It's a scraper. Toothpicks. Baggies. And the camera, which, what's her name took, I do believe. Pat Morales, our partner. There she is. She has the camera. Not the most high-tech case. Alright. We gotta go... No, we don't turn that off. I don't need that. Alright, we're westbound on Rose, so I guess we'll... turn at the next road. Whatever it is. Unless it's the highway. I don't want to get on that. I guess we can look at the map. Yeah, that'll be fine. Oops, not 55. Just 50. I don't know about taking turns at 50, but apparently this car can manage it. Gonna head down Peach Street and go all the way to 6th. We're gonna speed up quite a bit here. Doing 100. So far, we've never gotten in trouble, so. I'm gonna slow down so we can turn on 6th Street and go back to the police station. But yeah, if you haven't been watching or anything, anybody watching? The story is so far, our wife was attacked. And we're looking for the killer. I mean, that's really the first thing that's happened related to it, is this new stabbing that has the same MO as a previous stabbing, our wife's stabbing. And I will say that everyone so far, the first 2 victims had the same birthday, which I find to be intriguing. So I'm gonna see if this guy has that birthday. I'll catch up with you. Gotta run to my car. Excellent. Now, one thing we did, which is really sketchy and kind of skeezy, we stole a key from our partner on the sole suspicion because she always locks her desk, and we are just, nosy Nancy's. And we literally stole a key from her, got it copied, made a copy, replaced it without her knowing, for the sole purpose. Oh, you know what? Copied. Oh, we don't have a case number for this case because we just had it happen. So we may actually need to go to the computer first and make a case and then come back down and give those to her. You know what? I'm going to save the game. We are a thief. That's why I said we are a thief, because we stole that. New homicide. What was his name? I don't know, 1. We'll just say 1. I assume there'll be more new homicides later, so it's a dangerous name for a save game. Cop's gonna cop. That's right. But I'm really so, like, as a thing to have actually done, it's ridiculous and insane to have copied her key so we can, snoop in her drawer. But as a person playing the game, I'm very excited to open up the drawer. It is an super crazy thing to have done, and I can't wait to check it out. You find a piece of paper with a series of number on it. 3, 8, 6. Can I, like, unlock this side? So she is, like, hyper adamant about doing that, huh? I assume that's her locker, which now means we need to go into the women's locker room. So this is turning into like a Porky's movie. New file. Based on the information you obtained at the murder scene, you open up a new file for the Denton murder. All right, I need to write down this new murder file. Here's the new one. It's 199145. Right, it's literally +1 to Marie's murder. All right, Andrew Dent, date of birth 3/15. What? They're just killing anyone with the birthday 3/15. All right, he was born in 35. This guy was, like, pretty old now. 56 compared to the other suspects. Not like in general 56 isn't that old. But 5'10", 187 pounds. Steve Rockland is the suspect. Investigator, Sonny Bonds. Andrew Dent, white male, date of birth 3/15/35. My goodness. Oh yeah, it is the Ides of March, isn't it? Multiple stab wounds, pentagram incision on torso, puncture measuring 6 to 1.5 inches indicate the weapon being a dagger. Ritual cult murder associated with attempted murder of Marie Bonds. Cult murder motive. Continue. There's no more, so we're just gonna quit. All right, but we got our evidence thing, so we can go to the evidence locker and put our evidence in for this case since we didn't have file. I'm not going to read this note yet. I'm mildly concerned about what it may contain. Possibly me getting fired for copying a key of a fellow officer's desk to find out their locker number and then go to the locker and... I mean, I don't know what to think about any of that. We're definitely going to the locker right now. It's on the first floor. All right. Yeah, let's head on over there. Make sure no one's in there. It is kind of late at night. Maybe no one's in there. I don't know. Oof, that was odd. That lady ought to be a professional boxing. Guess you went in at the wrong time. You men are all alike. Only one thing on your filthy minds. All right. Try again later. Didn't lose the game for going in the wrong room. Just because it's late for me to... I was looking at the Starry Night there, I guess. In the woods. The window. They both start with W. Woods and window. Very commonly mistaken for each other. Must be late. All right. Let's go get that note, and then whatever it says to do, we'll go do on our way out of the door. Dr. Wagner called and would like you to stop by the hospital. Oh my gosh. All right, that's about Marie. Hopefully she's okay. Mysterious chest of window. That's right. Sorry, that driver's license photo is still making me laugh. It's the silliest looking photo I've ever seen. Like a kindergartner drew a driver's license photo. Because with all the, I guess it's just incongruous because all the people... That just reminds me. Wait, hold on. Okay, stop, Sonny. Don't do it. Don't do it. I changed my mind. I don't have to return the calibration chart because someone took it at the court and they kept it forever, apparently. There we got hair and nails from the victim. Very popular form of evidence. What case number? That's the 199145. Name? Andrew Dent. Description of evidence. Gold paint transfer. Oh, I thought that was the other one. Location found. Left rear quarter panel, abandoned 1973 Ford Pinto. Disposition. Oh, analyzed for possible vehicle type. All right, let me get my other. So this is the hair fiber. See, this one was gold, so I thought it was the hair and skin from under the nails. There we go. What case number, Sonny? 199145. Name, Andrew Dent. Description of evidence. Skin and hair samples. Location found. Under victim's fingernails. Disposition. Analyzed for DNA profile. Ooh, DNA. All right. Oh, I guess that's it. I don't have any more evidence. And now we need to go see Marie. And like usual, I think we may end on Marie drama. Oh, it drove us... No, never mind. This is us leaving the thing. It's a little dramatic. It's music. I need the map. Hold on. I don't remember where the hospital is. Sorry. It's on... So it's south of Fig on 4th Street. Alright, so we'll take Fig. To 4th Street. But we're going to turn here. Let's go 55. Wait, no, not 55, 50. Kind of already forgot. Fig and 4th. Fig and 4th. Old Fig and 4th. Was it south of Fig? Yeah. So we could take Peach. And then just head north on the next one and slow down there. Oh, I think the hospital has a turn in, so I'll actually turn in there. Nope, it doesn't. Ugh, let's just slow down. Turn it off. Get out of the car. 7:19. I guess Pam's coming with. It's not Pam, it's Pat. I'm sorry. Pat's coming with. Yo, Sonny, I'll make a phone call while you're upstairs. Yep. That's sus as heck. I'm gonna just overwrite C. Marie 1. I'll just be C. Marie again. Should I buy another flower? How much money do we have? $5. I don't know. It's not very much money. But it's for Marie. Can I get you something, sir? Visiting my wife. Perhaps a fresh flower would cheer her up. Oh, right. I have to give her the money. Oh. You have to pay for it, right? I thought she was being a nice person. You buy another Roge. Yeah, I feel like I might be reloading. Yeah, surrounded. I probably should have done that. Maybe I won't. Yeah, I don't know. I'll reload after this probably. Because I don't like that it gave me a warning after I ran low on money. That makes me nervous. That makes me think maybe it's telling me not to have done that. Oh, the chart's there now. Dr. Wagner's face is grave as he says, I'm afraid I don't have any good news, Sonny. Her condition is unchanged. There's nothing more we can do but wait and hope. Again, I'm sorry, officer. Now, if you excuse me, I have other patients to attend to. Well, what the heck did she tell me that for? Okay, grab the chart. Here's the chart now, surrounded. The chart shows Marie's IV dosage is supposed to be set at 0. I knew it. 005. Nah, bananas. All right. The rose is still fresh and beautiful. Restore immediately. But I know it's at 0.15 because I saw it. It's so prominent. And they very rarely let you read text. Just like the flowers. That's why I knew I needed to buy her flower the first time. If you see text in one of these games readable without looking up close, you better pay attention. I've learned that through the 10 years of games I've played through so far. Yeah, it's supposed to be at 0.5. Your beloved wife lies motionless in a coma. You wish there was some way to know what she is thinking, if she's thinking. Additional readout indicates Marie's ID dosage. Okay. I guess depending on what that is, I mean, that could be fine or really bad. It's 3 times what it should be. Do you need something, Sergeant Bonds? Okay, well, how do I tell her that? In anxious voice, you tell the nurse you're concerned about the IV dosage. I'll get the doctor to check on that right away. No, you don't. The nurse does not need the doctor for this. The chart says what the doctor wants. Torn between feeling foolish and genuinely alarmed, you explain to the doctor there seems to be a discrepancy between the IV dosage on the chart and that on the meter. The doctor looks doubtful as he checks the chart. But then the IV. With a red face, the doctor says, "Why, you're correct, Sergeant Bonds. This is obviously incorrect. I don't understand this at all. I can't believe our staff would make such a serious error. I'll readjust the IV. Perhaps Maria will feel better now." We're gonna be rich. Medical malpractice suit. Call the district deputy that I'm friends with and ask for a good lawyer. You talk gently to your wife, hoping some part hears you. You softly kiss your wife. Her eyelids flicker in response. You save your game under a... Nah, that one's fine. We didn't actually do anything. I don't know why I went there. I really meant to do this. All right, everybody. It is that time. What time, you say? Thanks, everyone, so much for watching. Had fun playing Police Quest 3 with everybody. Thank you so much for the raids. Captain Clever. Well, the raid. Probably change that to just raid. Thank you for the new follows. Mr. Quackums and Akira Raz. I'm going to find someone else playing Police Quest. I was supposed to say Khalees Pest. It's not all words. But if I can't, I'll find someone playing an adventure game. And if I can't do that, I'll find someone playing an old game. And if I can't do that, I'll raid someone playing Fortnite loudly screaming. Saving with different file names every 3 minutes. Are you a Sierra Gamer or something? That's right. Let's see who we got here. But yeah, no, I appreciate it. It's so fun playing and hanging out. Foolish Mortals. I don't know what that is, but I will search it. I assume that's a adventure game. So, Commander Space Dog. I don't know him, but we're raiding him. So let's do it. Oh, it's a new adventure game. Excellent. Let's roll in there. Everybody say hey to Commander Space Dog playing Foolish Mortals. It's a new adventure game. Jorf. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. Oh, Bruce Spaghetti. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much. Yeah, and I'll be back on Friday with the NES. We're playing Metroid right now, but you can redeem to have me play instead Metal Gear, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, Rambo, or Monopoly. But we'll see you then Friday, about 11 p.m. Central. Bye!